Boom. And we're live. What's up, everybody? You're watching the official Baddies East Aftershow only on Damieon After Dark. I'm your host, Damieon Gentry, and I'm so glad you're here. If you guys can't hear me, if there's any technical difficulties, you can't see me, whatever the case may be, please let me know in the comments. Thank you all for joining me. I'm excited you're here. What an episode, right? What an episode. We're about to talk about it, and we're about to break down the biggest, most explosive moments of this episode, right? But before we begin, make sure you click that like button. I need you to click that like button as soon as you come into the room. Clicking the thumbs up button is your way of supporting the channel. It's free to do, and I would appreciate the support oh so much, okay? Make sure you're also subscribing to the channel if you've not subscribed yet. Subscribe and click that bell icon and turn on your post notifications because we're going live every week, baby. Every week after the Baddies East episode is the official Baddies East After Show live, and I'm ready for it. Are y'all ready for it? Let's see who all's in the building tonight. Okay, let's see who all's here in the building. First of all, roll call. What's up, receptionista? So glad you're here as always. This is the only Baddies After Show for me. Let it be known, receptionista. Let the people know. The only after show, the official Baddies East After Show. Zeus, y'all better holler at me. I know y'all don't like me, but you better holler at me because this is the official after show. Only after show for me too. I hear you. Millennium King says me 3. Hi, Mikey. Hi, Millennium King. I'm so glad you guys are here. Roll call. Everybody's here. Oh, Ari's here as well. So glad to see you guys. Talia. Hello, darling. Thank you for joining me. Dorothy, all my day ones are here. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Because we got some things to talk about. Okay. Hi, Jaheim. Jaheim's here as always, of course. Thank you, Jaheim, for joining. What's up, Big Barbie? Big Barbie in the motherfucking house. Thank you for joining me, love. Hi, Alexa. Hi. So glad you're here. Listen to what Mikey says. What Mikey says is right. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. And whether you're watching live or maybe you're watching the replay, this goes for everybody, live or replay. Hit the share button, hit the like button, and leave me your comments. Leave me your thoughts and opinions on tonight's episode, okay? And I will try to read it and get back to you. If you want to donate to the channel, in the description box below will be ways that you can donate using PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, and Zelle. I will also put my Amazon wish list there. Of course, never feel obligated to donate. It's just I just say it, you know, for anybody that feels obligated to. You don't have to. You being here, you liking the video, that is enough support for me, okay? All right, now that I've crossed all my T's and dotted all my I's and I got everything up and running like it's supposed to be. Hi, Marissa. Thank you for joining, sweetheart. I'm so glad you're here. There's Brandy. Hi, Brandy. Oh my goodness, everybody's coming in. Hi, Bubbles. Let's see. Bubbles is here. Hey, Damien, the trolls better keep it cute tonight. Tell them to come on. Bring it on. Bring it on. Give it to me. Give it to me. I'm ready. Bring it the fuck on. Y'all know I love the trolls. Me and the trolls can go off. Because see, here's the thing. When you are a confident ass bitch, when you love yourself from head to toe, up to down, left to right, can't nobody tell you shit, then the trolls can come in here all night long. They can call me whatever they want to call me, but it took me a long time to love all 6'2" of myself. Okay, you know how I mean, being biracial, being gay, growing up in the Bible Belt in a place like Alabama, I've heard it all. Ain't nothing a troll could say to me. Okay. Hey, Cookie Doll. Who's the Cookie Doll? You calling me Cookie Doll? I like that. Okay, I'll take Cookie Doll. What the girl said too was true. We're about to get into it, Jaheim. We're about to get into it. Hey, what's up, Damien? How was your Thanksgiving, cutie? Hope you and your fam had a wonderful holiday. You know what? Hopefully none of my family's on here. Actually, I don't give a shit. I'm going to say it. I had a decent Thanksgiving, but let me tell you what happened to me. So me and my mom and my brother and my sister-in-law and my nieces, we all rode together to Thanksgiving. And one of my nieces was with her grandmother, so we had to wait on her grandmother to for her to ride with us, right? So we ended up showing up to Thanksgiving, maybe 45 minutes, an hour at most late. And everybody that was there knew, right? Everybody there that was new there knew that we were going to be a little bit late. Tell me why we show up to Thanksgiving and there ain't nothing but dried up food stuck to the corners of the plate. You know how when you eat out of the entire pan, you got the sides and the corners left, like, you know, like the end piece of the bread. Ain't nobody want that shit, right? So tell me why when we show up, that's all that we show up, we see people coming out with to-go plates and everything. I mean, goddamn, whatever happened to couth and respect and manners, right? You knew we were showing up, and I'm not pinpointing that because there was like 15 people probably there in my family's Thanksgiving, and I'm not saying that was all of them. I have an idea who it was. It was a select few, but I'm just like, I didn't even eat no Thanksgiving food. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I didn't even eat no Thanksgiving food because some people in my family were like, "Are you not gonna eat?" No. Y'all see what's over there? Scraps. I'm not a dog. I'm not trying to be bougie or nothing like that, but it's like, come on now. That would have been me. I would have said, hey, y'all, let's make sure we save some for those that are coming. And we had, I mean, there was tables of food, like lots of food, at least 10 pans of shit. Come on. Anyway, that's my Thanksgiving story. I didn't even get no Thanksgiving food. The most Thanksgiving food I had was some motherfucking pumpkin pie that we bought at the store in there in the fridge. I had Chinese for Thanksgiving. Hope y'all had a great one. Thanks, King, for bringing that up. I hope y'all all had a great Thanksgiving. Even if you didn't get to get any Thanksgiving food, I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Christmas is right around the corner. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. I think I'm gonna do something special for you guys. I think I'm gonna do a giveaway here on the channel for Christmas, and I'm gonna give away something. I don't know, maybe some nice perfume. I don't know, something. We'll get it figured out. Thank you, Barbie. You know what? Not to be biased, but I happen to think so too. I promise y'all, we're about to get into the after show. I got my blunt ready to go. Hi, Mystical. Thank you for joining. Hi there. I hope you had a fantastic Thanksgiving. Thank you so much. Hi, Devin. Had to take a break. Waxing and this sheet hurts. Oh shit. Ooh, I know that does hurt. Oh, I know that does hurt. Did you have a good Thanksgiving? Well, thank you for asking, but that I just explained, so I'm sure you just heard that. I know these comments are late. My thing is, if the girl did have a miscarriage, y'all did basically attack this lady. I got some things to say about it. Smiley was true. I just don't like when everybody had to get involved. Brandy agrees. Mystical says, I knew you were tall. Yes, baby, a 6'2" in all its glory. They are doing too much. Sapphire's weird. Smiley didn't lie about the chain. She melted the chain, not the pendant. Them girls are dumb. Glad you are comfortable for who you are. Stunt on the trolls. Wait, you are 6'2". I thought we talked about this here, y'all. Didn't I tell y'all that? Didn't I tell y'all that I was 6'2"? We talked about that, I feel like, during this season. Because I know y'all only see me from like here up. But yeah, my dad's very tall, so I'm very tall. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't try to be, I swear, I don't claim to be no comedian, but I appreciate that, baby. Yes, Jaheim, Sapphire is being weird as fuck and fake punking Mariah to try to lecture her and shit. It's giving, I need my moment. And the gag is, Sapphire, I think in Sapphire's mind, she thinks the fans are going to be on her side. I think while they were filming this, in Sapphire and Suki's mind, they were going to look like the heroes. But I don't think it's looking that way. I don't think it's looking that way. And here's why. First of all, somebody tell me who the fuck died and made the Coochie Girls the executive producers of this show. Why all of a sudden does Suki and Sapphire show up and they ain't been here 2 or 3 episodes and they running over every single one of y'all girls? They telling y'all what to do. They slamming y'all to the ground. Excuse me? If I didn't know any better, I would think that this was Sapphire and Suki's show that they pitched and created. Where are you at, Natalie? In the background, looking like a do girl, doing whatever these girls say. Like, I'm just confused, and I ain't got a problem with Sapphire. I mean, I ain't got a problem with Suki and Sapphire until last episode of tonight. Because it's like, where have y'all been? Because we've been watching this show for fucking 10 weeks now, and y'all have barely been anywhere. So I'm just confused as to why they're showing up and trying to put their rules and whatever they want to put into place. Y'all know what I'm saying? And listen, I know a lot of people aren't team Smiley. I know a lot of people think Smiley did this, Smiley did that, Smiley did this. But at the end of the motherfucking day, the girl did not want to fight. The girl did not want the smoke. She might have wanted the smoke online and she might have talked all that shit. But when y'all got face to face with the girl, she pussy punked down. And that, I mean, y'all should have took it for what it was at that moment. Took that for what it was, face value. This girl is a shit talker and she's a liar. And she ain't about that life. I'm going to leave her alone. Y'all scared her enough, but do I think, and let's talk about it. Do I think, and do you think at home that Smiley was jumped? Because we saw on tonight's episode, that Smiley took to her social media after all that shit went down, and she said that she was jumped. So I think that's one of the biggest questions for tonight's after show and for you, the audience at home. I think that's the biggest thing is, do we think that Smiley was jumped? Do we consider that being jumped? Because do I think she was jumped? No. Do I think she got a little bit of a gang banging? Yeah, a little bit. Now, because we all know, we've seen people jumped before, right? When you get jumped, you know you get jumped. And you more than likely gonna look like you've been jumped. But when I rewatched it tonight, Zeus, y'all know what y'all was doing with that editing. Because if you watch the editing from last week, when they're giving us the preview for this week, they make it seem as if Sapphire choke slams Smiley to the ground out of nowhere. Now, did Sapphire have her hands around Smiley's neck and pull her to the ground? Yes, but I think it was all because they were trying to get that chain off of Smiley's neck. I don't think they jumped her. I think, here's the thing. I think the message was clear. I think what Sapphire and Suki and all them were trying to say was, what they had to say was reasonable. I understood it. I completely understood where they come from. The problem comes in when y'all all ganged up. That's where the problem lies. This should have stayed between Mariah and Smiley and left it at that. If Mariah was too pussy to approach Smiley and get her chain back, it is what it is. Who says that you, Suki, and you, Sapphire, should be the bodyguards? Now, look, you could look at it another way and say, well, Smiley and Suki was taken up for Mariah because she's smaller and da-da-da-da. I don't really roll with that, because yes, y'all want to take up for Mariah, go right ahead. But Mariah, to me, is capable of handling her own. I think Mariah could have handled that all on her own without the coochie girls getting all up in the motherfucking mix and wanting their moment. Because let's be real, that's what it was about. They wanted a moment. They showed up on the scene. What can we do to stand out? We can't just show up on this show and sit there and do nothing. We got to do something with the coochie girls. That's what they call themselves, the coochie girls. So that's the question of the night. Do you at home think that Smiley was jumped? Let me see what y'all got to say. Spell the T. Suki and Sapphire did too much. They ended up looking like the bullies. Mariah ain't no punk. She been on Love and Hip Hop fighting for years. They made Mariah look weak, and she isn't. Thank you, Asia. That's exactly what I'm trying to say at this moment. Mariah ain't no punk, right? Mariah, I think they didn't like that Mariah hadn't got her chain back yet, and we're 10 episodes in. That's Mariah's issue. I ain't fighting over no. Now, if somebody was if Smiley was actively bullying Mariah, and Mariah, wasn't sticking up for herself, or she was getting her ass beat, by all means, jump in and take up for this girl and whoop Smiley's ass. But Smiley and Mariah ain't really had nothing. We saw some shit. The first 2 episodes when Smiley came in with that hoodie on, like this, and jumped on Mariah. Smiley didn't even want to do that. That was all production. Let's keep it a buck now. That was all production. These girls don't really want to fight each other, but not all of them. Some of them do. Now, some of them want to scrap to the bone. But some of these girls don't want to fight each other. They are here for the quick paycheck and the exposure. And I ain't mad at them for it. I'm not mad at them for it. Alexa says, so funny how Suki and Sapphire are talking all that shit about hating bullies, yet they're literally bullying Smiley. Alexa, the irony of it all. Tonight, as I was watching, I'm like, they talking about, we bullying the bullies, ho. We bullying the... I'm like, do y'all even know what the fuck the definition... Do we need to look it up? I think we need to look it up. I think we need to look it up. For all you deaf hoes in the back that can't hear, listen up. A bully, a noun, a person who habitually seeks to harm or intimidate those who they perceive as vulnerable. Bully, a noun, a person who habitually, now for those who don't know what habitually means, habitually, customarily, by the way of habit, a person who habitually seeks to harm or intimidate those who they perceive as vulnerable. And I believe tonight that Suki and Sapphire were looking at Smiley as, oh, you're the vulnerable one right now, because you know what? Everybody's against your ass. So we know we got you. We know we got you. We're bullying the bully tonight. Now, Smiley may have been wrong for what she did to Mariah. But again, Mariah can hold her own. And they were looking at it like, oh, you know, Smiley's bullying Mariah because of her size. Smiley is bigger than Mariah, yes. But again, we're not talking about some little dainty white girl who can't protect herself, some little Karen behind the gates. We ain't talking about no little sedity Christian sweet girl. No, whoa, Vicky. We talking about Mariah Lynn from the streets in the hood, okay? Mariah Lynn, I mean, come on now. We got to stop with this bullying narrative. And I'm like one of y'all that said, Mariah Lynn, they made her look weak tonight. They did. First of all, they made her look weak both nights. Last week, y'all made her look weak because you put the battery in her back. And, you know, she went swinging on Smiley when she didn't want to. This week, y'all got her looking weak because you fighting for her. Talking about, oh, look how small this girl is. Look how little this girl is. And you want to jump on this girl, how little she is. Now, let's not get it twisted. I'm no Smiley fan. I've been calling it from day one that there's something about Smiley, but I do not like seeing one person. And here's another thing that's an issue. Zeus keeps setting it up to where it looks very 15 against 1. You know what I'm saying? If you think about them in the house last week, if you think about them this week outside the house in New York, Zeus has always got all the girls out there. So you got all these girls, and then you got Smiley. They may not all be yelling at Smiley. They may not all be attacking Smiley, but it seems that way when there's all these girls standing here like this, and then you got 4 or 5 in the front barking at one. It's giving y'all wanted to get your rocks off on this girl because she had no allies. Nobody was standing up for her in that moment. Not one person stood up for this girl. Not saying that they should have. I don't know if you know something's happened that we didn't see. I don't know. Touch says, did you hear Mariah tell Suki, it's hurting my hand? And Suki said, hurting your hand, bitch, before I bust your ass. I could never get punked into fighting another bitch. Mariah was pressured as hell. No, I didn't hear that. I need to go back and listen. But that's just gonna disappoint me even more in Mariah, because why are you letting this girl that you don't even know step onto the scene and tell you how to move, tell you what to do? I'd be goddamn if any bitch gonna step onto the scene and tell me you need to do this. Go get your chain back. Bitch, your hand's hurting before I bust your, or whatever the hell she said. Like, who is this Sapphire girl? I had high hopes for Sapphire when we first saw her. I thought, oh, I can fucks with Sapphire. She seems cool. But it's given the thirst is real. It's given desperado. It's given I'm riding my friend's coattails for so long, so I need to create a lane of my own. It's giving big bad bully vibes. Suki clearly don't watch Love and Hip Hop. Mariah ain't no helpless little white girl. Never has been. Now Mariah should be super embarrassed that she has cheerleaders. Yeah. And that's what she should have told him. That's what she should have told. Hold the fuck up. Hold on a goddamn minute. I got this. Everybody leave me the fuck alone. Stop trying to tell me what to do or what to say. I got this. Let me address this shit with Smiley right now. That's what you should have did, Mariah. But instead, you tucked your little pink pussy between your legs and let them girls bully and run over you. And I'm disappointed because coming into this season, I really liked Mariah. She was growing on me. I'm like, okay, I can really fuck with Mariah. But now you showed me what I thought I saw all along. Did you guys peep when Suki said to Mariah? Oh, I read that already. Technically, Smiley didn't have a problem with Mariah. She got into it with her sister. Mariah stepped into that. True. I mean, well, yeah, which resulted in the whole chain thing. But I mean, at the same time, if I'm gonna go on a show with somebody who's done some shit to my brother or my sister, I'm probably gonna have a problem with you too. But I don't need everybody to speak on that for me. I can address you. We can handle this. I don't need X, Y, and Z bitch to try to be my bodyguards or have my back. Too old for this shit. Too old for this shit. That's like I was talking about how I wanted, y'all remember Flo from BGC4 on Natalie's season. Y'all remember, everybody know Florina. You know, I know Flo. She was the lesbian when they had the tattoos, the short black hair, would beat your ass if she had to. I was on Flo's Instagram with her day, and I had commented, Flo, come to Baddies. We want you to come over to Baddies. And somebody said, no, she's too old for that. Just because, you know, Flo lets her gray hair show. If you notice, she rocks her whole gray hair. And I'm like, how is Flo too old when the rest of these girls is pushing 40? And that's no shade, because 40 is the new 20 in my eyes. But like Natalie, Camila, Sky, all them girls, they 36, 37, 38, if not 40. Uh Flo ain't but 43, 44. I don't think she's too old. Weight does matter when fighting when it comes to women because it always goes to the ground. Well, I mean, I've seen some small people whoop some ass and some big people get their ass whooped. I guess just all depends on how skilled you are. Now, weight can play a factor. You know, if you're a good fighter and you're big, then you got, you know, double the benefit. But there are some people who are big that can't fight, and there are some people who are little who are fast as fuck and can scrap. Exactly, should be all right. Thank you, Lashana. I hope I said your name right. Lashana, is it Lashana or Lashana? Lashana Anderson. I still love you. Thank you. I love you too. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, my love. That's what I like over here. I like radiating positivity. Y'all can take that negative shit somewhere else. Asia, you think Rollie's the biggest bully out the whole group? Okay, so I don't. Everybody calls Rollie a bully. Y'all know I've said before I don't see it, but I will call Rollie out on this because the thing I feel like she has been coming at Smiley really hard for like no reason. Because it's like, what did Smiley do to you, Rollie? Like Suki had a legitimate issue to be upset with Smiley. She was texting your phone. Suki's a public figure. She's a mother. I understand that. Like, bitch, don't text my phone. I don't know you. That shit's weird, right? Mariah had a legitimate reason to have issues with Smiley, right? Those are the two people that really should have only addressed Smiley. I didn't agree with Rollie really doing it. Like last week, I was like, okay, I was kind of getting where Rollie was coming from. This week, as I'm watching, I'm like, okay, Rollie, what's the issue with Smiley? Is it just because she's a liar? Because if that's the case, then just don't talk to her. Move on. If she's a liar, leave her there in Liarville. Don't keep approaching this girl. Why did you say? And then if y'all notice tonight, Rollie approached Smiley and she said, why are you on Instagram? You know, talking about we jumped you. You said that me and uh what's the girl's name? Who did she say? ET. You said that me and ET jumped you on Instagram, and Smiley said, no, I didn't. I didn't say you. Now, Smiley lied a lot, but she was telling the truth in that instance. Well, according to what Zeus showed us, right? Zeus showed us the screenshot that Smiley posted talking about I got jumped. Nowhere in the text in the post did she say Rollie and ET jumped me. She never said that. She just said she got jumped. Do I think she got jumped? No. But she never called you out, Rollie. She never said it was you. So I'm confused. And furthermore, Rollie, I don't think I even saw you lay hands on Smiley one time. So why do you think she's talking about you if you didn't even hear her? Like, it's just giving you're trying to have an issue with Smiley for whatever reason. And now the bully narrative that people are running with about you, it's making you look every episode, it's making her look more and more what these people are saying. Now, I don't think Rollie's a bully. I don't. This situation with Smiley, however, it's making me look at her like, now come on, what's tea? Why are we fucking with Smiley? Ooh. Uh-oh, what's going on? Let me see. What y'all fighting about? You sound. Why y'all keep saying sped? You sound sped as fuck. What does sped mean? Two people were hitting her at the same time while she was on the ground. I don't know, because I saw Sapphire put her arms around Smiley, trying to take the chain. They fell to the floor, and then Mariah was hitting her. I don't think. Now, I could be wrong, but I don't think Sapphire was hitting Smiley. Now, I know her hand was around her neck. I know that. But do we really think she was like squeezing, choking Smiley like that? I don't. I think they were literally trying to get the chain off her neck. I really do think that. I don't think they were. Is somebody trying to infiltrate the group and be messy? What's going on? I'm gonna have to get me a moderator because y'all know I can't look at all the comments. And I don't ever want nobody coming in here and attacking my crew now. Because that'll get you put out. I don't know what happened. I ain't read it. I haven't read the chat yet. But all I see is, Damien, can you have somebody stop talking to me? Rollie seems like she's always itching for beef with bitches lately. And she don't have to. That's the thing. Like, Rollie don't have to beef with nobody. So I don't understand why she's doing this now. Because, Rollie, I think your spot is secured. I think, they love you enough over at Zeus. You're going to be all right. But maybe she feels like she's got to do her job. I don't know. There's enough girls here to where we can get enough drama. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's enough. I'm going to take this jacket off. I'm hot. Right, because when I think of jumping, I think of more than one person attacking another person at one time, right? So it'd be like me sitting here while there's two or more people over me hitting me. That seems like I'm being jumped. You know what I'm saying? No. We see that next week. We see next week Mariah's sister shows up at the club and she wants to get her payback from Smiley. Smiley says, "You're in danger, girl." It's not looking good for Smiley. And to be honest, I wish they would hurry up with this. Like, can we not stretch out this whole storyline with Smiley and Mariah and the chain like it's been going on since the beginning of the season? I wish they would just squash it and move on. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are we still talking about that? Biggie made me laugh in her Listen, King, I have that in my notes as well. I said Biggie made me laugh tonight as well because she made a good point. Natalie talking about, hey guys, hey y'all, come on, let's have a little meeting. Come on, hey everybody. And Biggie was like, girl, please shut the fuck up. You can't wait to see somebody get to scrapping, get to fighting, and I could agree more. It's probably the only thing Biggie's ever said that I agree with. Like, I was with her on that one. Like, Natalie, cut the bullshit. Cut the bullshit. I don't think Rollie is a bully except for with T. Oh, so you think she was with T? Okay, interesting. Can I tell y'all, it's been so refreshing. I don't know about you guys, but it's been so refreshing not having T on my screen this week, not having to see that girl or deal with that laugh or that. Oh, God, I'm just so glad. Like, it was a nice episode without T. I'm here for it. I could do this every week. I could do this every week. Or whatever old girl in that song said. Off topic, but what do you think about Perez Hilton hosting the reunion? Low key want Perez to host at least one reunion for the baddies and bring it back to the old days. He's messy as hell. It'll be good. If you were asking me this, if I saw this question back in the BGC days when he did host it, like in season 3, 4, 5, 6, I think he stopped after 6. If you were asking me that back then, I would say no. But the Perez that was hosting the reunions back then is not the Perez now. I mean, who is the same person 15 years later, right? But back then, I didn't like Perez as the host. I thought he was rude. I thought he was, you know, nasty to the girls. Like literally, he would squirt the girls with water guns. He would threaten them. Like, if I'm not mistaken, he would tell them like, "Sit down, or I'm about to fry whoop your ass." Like that kind of shit. Like I remember specifically the BGC4 reunion, like the way he talked to Natalie and I think Kate. I forgot who it was. He talked to a lot of those girls really bad, and I'm like, ew, this is so like distasteful for this man, this gay man, to be up here talking to these girls like this. Like you giving us a bad name, bro. But now I wouldn't mind it because aside from from the messy side of him, the not the messy side, but that misogynistic somewhat side of him that he had. Aside from that, I think he was good with like asking the questions, getting the dirt, getting the girls to open up type thing. So yeah, I'd be fine with it. I would be okay with Tanisha coming back and hosting the reunions, to be honest with you. I don't think she was a good cast member because she was very animated and over the top and came off very actressy, but I think she'd be a great host. She did really good with hosting. I think they will. I don't know if they'll have any beef, but I think they will definitely address the whole jumping thing. Let me say this. I don't know if it'll be beef, but I think they'll definitely get into it at the reunion over Marsh and Janet and that whole situation for sure. I think we're going to get something out of that for sure. I'm glad they addressed the separate houses. Mad they still in separate houses though. Well, yeah, because at first I had in my notes like, what is Natalie doing? It's giving like Natalie's creating this divide within the group. It's giving like she treats some of the girls like they're less than. And I just don't really, I don't like watching it. Like, what's the point? What's the fucking point? Why did y'all cast 30 different women when you know you can't house 30 women? Come on now. Are we not thinking? Where is the person that's doing the logistics, pre-production, all that shit? Did nobody say, well, how are we going to house 18 girls in one house? How are we going to find a house with 18 bedrooms? You big dummies. Come on now. Like, y'all shouldn't have to make this mistake to know better and to learn. You should know that off rip. Like, you don't need that many. We don't need this many cast members. Okay. I can agree with that. That's my issue too, Brandy. That's my issue too. Like, because last week when we were talking about this, some people were saying, well, Smiley did this and she did that. And, she waited outside for a girl at her job and beat her ass. And she's done this, and this, so she deserved it. And maybe that's true. But I'm only going off what we're watching on the screen. And I didn't see Smiley wait outside of a girl's work to jump her. I didn't see Smiley dox anybody. And maybe she did do all that. And if she did, okay, maybe she got her karma to her. But basing it off simply what we've been watching, it didn't seem like she did anything to deserve that. And where it upset me was when she was in the kitchen with her nose bleeding and she's hunched over and she's like, obviously, like, look, stop, y'all. I don't want to do this. And then they come in there and they continue. A simple snatch the chain off her neck and go about your day would have sufficed, you know. But it just seemed like let's get our rocks off with Smiley. And I don't care who it is. I don't like to see that. Like it could be my worst enemy. And I see my worst enemy getting beat up in a corner, and it's gonna do something to me, to my heart. And I'm gonna have to say, yo, y'all hold up for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I miss Stunna because she was the only one on Baddies who was actually jumped. I'm speaking on all seasons, and she wasn't crying. She handled it. When did Stunna get jumped? The only thing I remember Stunna doing was fighting last season 3 girls back to back. But I don't remember them fighting her at one time. But I do remember her going from one room to fight Rollie to the next room to fight, you know. I do remember that, but I don't remember her being jumped. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. Um yes, you never seen that. Well, how you get it to stick, Marissa, if you don't lick it before you stick it? If you don't lick it before you roll it, I mean, I guess. Okay, so if you don't lick it, that means you just split it, you put the weed in there, and then you lick it. I don't like licking it while the weed's in there, because then sometimes weed gets stuck to my tongue, or sometimes it doesn't seal it good enough, and I'm having to go over here and like soak it. To me, it's easier if I wet it first, put the weed down in there, and then seal it up. That's just me. I don't know. Everybody different though. Mariah can't get the chain by herself, period. Everyone's saying Smiley can't handle business, but Mariah need people to jump her. Can we be real for a minute? To be honest with y'all, had it been just Smiley and Mariah in the room, had Mariah not had her entourage, she would have never got that chain. I don't think. Now, she might have. She might have. I would like to think that she would. But it really seemed like she had cheerleaders cheering her on to do it. It was the peer pressure got to her. Thank you for the fireworks. Um, Period, Millennium King. Period. That's what I'm talking about. No one can tell me what or when to do. And if anything, it would have upset me more than anything if somebody's constantly in my ear saying, go get your chain, go do this, go do this, go do this, go get the way they were yelling in her ear, it wouldn't have put no battery in my back. I would have turned right up around and cussed them out and leave me the fuck alone. I'm gonna handle this how I want to handle it. Y'all please stop. Chill out, you know? What's the comment saying? She was crying because she had a miscarriage and got jumped and choked. You realize Smiley owns a lot of the BM and can get like anything. What's the BM? Owns a lot of the baby mamas. Yes, I lick it once it's ready. Ready to go. LOL. Sorry, I've been drinking. Oh, you good? Everybody, that's like when I light it. Some people, you know, light it like that. I hold it like this to the tip for a minute, right? And then I also do like this. I After I roll it, I do that to seal it. But yeah, and I hold it like that. Okay. Black market. Talia, what made you say the black market? Are we still buying? Are we still? I don't know what to believe when it comes to Smiley, because here's the thing. Did y'all notice tonight she confessed and owned up to that she was the one that texted Suki? But last week she said, when Suki approached her about it and said, "Why are you texting my phone?" She said, "Oh, that wasn't me. That was Red," or whoever the fuck she said. And they're all like, "Who the fuck is Red?" I don't. "Oh, Red too. I got your number from." And she's like, "I don't know who Red is." So Smiley, you keep getting caught in these lies, boo boo, and this is why nobody is fucking with you. Like, I see why a lot of the girls don't fuck with her and why they don't want her around. Because if we're seeing this and we're catching lies out of her in a 1 hour edited episode, imagine what the girls went through. Imagine the lies she told them. Pretty much. What if she didn't want a baby? Like, why she had to be sad over the miscarriage? What if she didn't want a baby? Like, why she had to be sad over the miscarriage? She wasn't sad, if you noticed. Unless that's what you're saying. Like, why wasn't she sad? Which I tried not to judge her in that situation because, again, people grieve differently. And I said, I'm not a female. I don't know what it's like to have a miscarriage, but a lot of you females on that, my subscribers here, y'all said to me that if you had a miscarriage, the last thing you would be doing is at the club throwing pussy in the air. So I don't know. Like, there's two options here. Smiley either is lying about the miscarriage for whatever reason, or she had a miscarriage, but she doesn't want to leave the show because she wants the fame and the money and the clout so bad. So she's not leaving. It's one of the two. She sure the fuck did, didn't she? I noticed that. Oh, so do tell, Talia. Do tell. Spill the tea, because I don't follow Suki. So this Red that she kept saying she didn't know who that was. Now, y'all don't remember, Red is the one that Smiley was saying, "I got your number from Red." Originally, Smiley told Suki that she didn't text her, that Red had her phone and texted her. And Suki was saying, "I don't know a Red." Y'all remember that, right? So Talia is saying that on live a few days ago, Suki was on live with this Red guy, and apparently she does know him. So do you know the tea with that, Talia? What happened? Maybe it was a misunderstanding. Maybe she did know Red the whole time, but the name wasn't ringing a bell. And that ass was hanging out, wouldn't it? She had that ass hanging out. That thing was thanging. Yep. What did I tell? I tell y'all all the time. And hear me again. Hear me again. If y'all ever decide to go on a reality TV show, take my advice. Just be yourself. Be you. You don't gotta lie. You ain't gotta. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I feel like Biggie's problem is. Biggie don't lie, at least that we know of. I don't think she lies. But Biggie reminds me of Smiley in that way, that they both just want to be seen. They want to be heard. They want to be cool so bad. They want to fit in so bad that they're trying so hard that it overshadows who they really are. And we end up hating you for it. We don't like you because it doesn't seem authentic. Did she? I missed that part, Barbie. I missed that part. Millennium King says, "I don't believe a single word from Smiley." Like, girl, you said you melted the pendant, but this episode you gave Mariah the pendant back. Who got time to make lies, and then you gotta remember the lie? So when Rollie asked her last week, or when whoever asked Smiley last week, "Did you melt that pendant down to make your son's ring?" And Smiley says no. And Rollie says, "You fucking lying bitch." And she threw something at her. Smiley was telling the truth the whole time. See, that's how much she was lying. She told a lie originally, saying she melted the ring down when she really didn't. And then when she's confronted about it and she says that she didn't melt the ring back, people are getting upset because she told them that she did, if that makes sense. It's a lot of confusion because she's lying to only tell the truth later, but then it looks like you're lying again because you told somebody else a totally different story. Child, I can't keep up with lies. I just tell the truth. I can't do the lies. Like, I get it. We're human. At the end of the day, we've all lied. I don't care who you are. You can't sit up on Rihanna's internet and say you never told a lie before. I feel like it's human nature at times, if you're caught doing something or you're busted or whatever, to tell a white lie or say, no, I didn't do, or, I feel like that's a human thing. But to just blatantly lie and say that the sky is red and I saw leprechauns riding unicorns through the sky, shit like that. Like, come on. Me and my husband smoking too. Feel like we having a session with Damieon After Dark. Hey, well, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Cheers to me, you, and the husband. Smoking the reefer on a Sunday night, the Lord's Day. Hallelujah. Hey, Shabbat Habadotata. Oh, do we have an intruder? Do we have an intruder? Sorry, Damien, but my girl Messy Maya is streaming. What you mean? What are you talking about? I'm confused. Now you don't do this to me when I'm high. Shit. Who is Messy Maya? Messy Maya sound like my kind of girl though. Also, people don't respect Natalie because she literally acts like them. She's a boss that acts like the employee. You said it, not me. You said it, not me. Natalie wants Natalie wants to give big boss CEO vibes, but she gives employee energy. It's giving entry level energy. It's giving intern. Like, Natalie, please step it. Like, if you want to produce and you want to pull the puppet strings and you want to stir the pot, get behind the camera because we're tired. I'm begging you, please, Natalie, please. You did look cute as fuck though, that little blonde bob. I ain't gonna lie, I like that. But please, sis, we are tired. Yes, she's a principal that acts like the students. You're right. And then she expects the students to act right when she acting an ass herself. Everybody's smoking. Everybody's smoking. You got Marissa smoking. I'm smoking. Brandy and her husband is smoking. If y'all ain't smoking, what are you doing? Or take a shot for me. I was gonna bring I got margarita glasses in there and I was gonna pour me a margarita tonight, but I'm just more of a smoking kind of girl. I'm just not a big drinker. But socially, I'm gonna do it with y'all. I like drinking socially. Um, thank you. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. Humbly, I appreciate that. Oh, Barbie is too. Barbie says she's rolling up, period. It's a big smoke session going on. Roll it up, roll it up. Um, that's it. People gravitate more towards authenticity. It costs $0 to be yourself. And these girls come on TV ready to give an Academy Award winning performance. And just like, you ain't got to do all that. Just be yourself and we will fall in love with you. I promise you. You could be the rudest bitch. You can be the dirtiest bitch. You could be the nicest bitch. You could be the ugliest bitch. But as long as you being the realest bitch and you being you, that bitch, people will like you and they'll fall in love with you. But the moment you start doing the recycled reads and you try to be the next Natalie Nunn, or you come in thinking you're gonna be the next Nene Leaks, or I'm gonna be, it's gonna fall flat every fucking time. Because listen, me and my people that's watching this, those of us that's been watching reality TV shit for years, we know it's like football for us. We know what the fuck we watching. We know how to peep game. Biggie, Smiley, on a Mac. Who else? Who else am I calling out? T. But you know what? I feel like T's being herself. I take that back, T. I feel like you're just annoying. So you're being yourself. Um, yeah, that's mainly. And that you're right. She is. That's why I said she's being herself. She's just not a likable person, and that is what it is. She owns it. She don't care. She don't give a fuck. She owns it. She, it is what it is. Be who you are. That's right. Be who you are, baby. What's wrong with Scotty? Wait a minute. Where'd that comment go? What's wrong with Scotty or Jaheim? We talking about last week when Scotty was doing the rah-rah shit. I do have to give Scotty this. Sis was giving tens across the board tonight for me in the confessional. Whoever did her hair, whoever styled her, whoever gave her that look, they need a bonus. They need to be Scotty. You should hire them for. Well, I know you won't be on Baddies anymore moving forward, but anything you do, I would hire them because they made her look really good. Like it was giving. It was giving me everything I needed. You know. Yes, the fuck I would fight someone with blood coming out my coochie. Ooh. If I was messy and talk shit online, I'd expect anything to come my way, and all I gotta do is prepare for whatever's gonna happen. Oh, I wish I wouldn't have read that. Oh, I'm just imagining somebody fighting with blood coming out their coochie. Hmm. You know what? I'm a human, and I'm allowed to change my mind. Y'all are probably gonna get mad at me when I say this, but I don't care because it's my truth and it's what I feel, and I've changed my mind. Okay, this doesn't change the way I feel about Smiley, but I do. God, I hope I don't regret saying this. I hope I don't regret saying this, and I hope I don't flip flop back. But I'm allowed to change my mind. Okay, as the episodes progress, I do believe I do believe that Smiley had a miscarriage. Maybe I shouldn't say I do believe her. Maybe I should say I'm leaning more towards believing her versus when I was leaning towards not believing her at all. Now, if she's lying, she's gonna be one of them. Like she's gonna be one of those. It's gonna solidify what I feel like I was already thinking before. Like that's what I really could put my finger on about that girl. She's one of those. But I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt. I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt because like I seen her hold her stomach. She said, I just had a miscarriage, y'all, and y'all are trying to fight me. And then she said a later time, I'm bleeding. I'm literally bleeding everywhere. And like it did something to me. Like I felt bad for her. Like I felt it. Like as a human, I was like, okay, I don't think this girl's lying. Like is she a liar and does she lie? Yes. But I do feel like maybe she had a miscarriage. Maybe she just really wanted to be on this fucking show, wanted the fame, wanted the clout, probably already knew she was pregnant. The miscarriage came and she was probably like, okay, good, now I ain't got to deal with this pregnancy, whatever. Or maybe she was sad. I don't know. But I do think she had one. And I feel bad for this girl. I don't know why. God damn it. being a human just sucks sometimes. But I don't know. Like I believe she had a miscarriage. I believe that. Do you think Suki and her lapdog Sapphire are a disappointment? Yes. For me, they very much are. Because you can be a baddie without coming in and doing all the shit that they did. They did so much clownery. And in the words of the great Monique, when you do clownery, the clown comes back to bite. So it was just a bad look overall. Like, oh, a bad look. Oh, if I was a director, CEO of a company or whatever, and somebody wanted me to partner with Suki Hana, that's all I would do is pull up Baddies East episode 10. Is this who you want to work with? I would be humiliated and disgusted. No. Same with Sapphire. It just looks like, and again, I feel like they had pure intentions. I feel like their intentions were pure. I feel like they came in, look at the picture like this girl who's bigger than this girl took this girl's chain and has been bullying her, and nobody's saying anything. The season's gone by, the girl still got the chain. So nobody's gonna speak up for Mariah. Okay, the Coochie Girls is gonna stick up for Mariah. We're gonna stick up for her and we're gonna get her fucking chain back. We're gonna make it. And I honestly feel like that was their mentality. I honestly feel like Suki and Sapphire don't think they did anything wrong. In their mind, they feel like they were the heroes here. And I could see where in their head they kind of think that. But on the flip side, when we watch ourselves, you ever notice when you watch yourself on camera or anything, sometimes it takes you watching yourself to self-reflect. Because when we're just living in the moment in our bodies and we're doing things, we're not always subconscious when it comes to the things that we're doing. We don't always necessarily see what other people see and how they see us, how they view us, if that makes sense. And I think that's the situation here with Suki and Sapphire. Y'all may think that y'all came in there with your capes on, playing Captain Save-A-Ho from the Bronx. But at the end of the day, y'all are coming out looking like the villains, sis. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. And I mean, I don't know these girls. I don't hate these girls. It's TV at the end of the day. It's TV. Um, but I do feel bad for Smiley. And if it comes to find out that Smiley didn't have a miscarriage, and we may never know. The only people that'll probably ever know is God and Smiley, and possibly a doctor, maybe. Um, if it comes out that she lied about that, baby, that's gonna be what I couldn't put my finger on all this time. She's gonna be one of them that could just one of the people that are so dangerous they could just spit a lie out like that, make you believe it, stone cold right in your face, just like this, make you believe every word they say. I'm sorry, y'all. I've been running my mouth. I haven't been paying attention to what y'all said. Why they acting like they own a private jet when they know damn well it's a renovated, just like the houses in the Sprinter, who they trying to fool Casper the Ghost. Well, my issue with it is like how they. I would be so pissed if I got cast for this show, and the whole time I'm treated like the redheaded stepchild down here. You're gonna stay in a house over here. Y'all are gonna drive on a bus while we're on a private jet. I would be like, what the fuck is this? Like, come on now. We all can't on the Bad Girls Club when they went on a trip or something. And again, I know it ain't Bad Girls Club, but come on. When they went on a trip or something, and not even Bad Girls Club. Let's think about it. All shows, Housewives, Loving Hip Hop, whatever the show is, usually the whole cast gets to, go in on the whole experience. And it's just like Natalie is the Regina George, and she's got her clique. They get to fly on the private jet. They get to stay in the nicer homes. They get paid more. I feel like the only reason Mariah Lynn's in the fold is because she's seasoned and she's been in the game for years, and her and Natalie have, known each other for years, rubbed shoulders and met each other at different events for these different networks and shit. So they've known each other. So I feel like that was like Mariah was a shoe-in because she's been an OG in reality for a while. But it's just like, damn, I want to ride on the private jet. Y'all know what I'm saying? You said the PJ looks funky. Listen, they could put me on the oldest PJ they got. As long as that bitch runs good, it's gonna get me there. Got air. Shit, I want to ride on one. I want to ride on one. Lemmy, holla at me. Whose apples I got to bob for to ride on the private jet? At the end of the day, I'm a girl's girl. I'll believe a woman. And if I'm wrong, I'll just have to feel stupid. And you know what? That's a really good point. At the end of the day, when somebody tells us something, we have the right to have an opinion on whatever. But who are with at the same time, it's like, well, who are we to say that they're lying? Now, granted, this girl has a pattern of lying, so it's easy to make that quick assumption and that quick judgment of, oh, okay, well, you're lying about this too. But the more I watched, I just something kept telling me like I feel compelled to believe her. Like, in my opinion, don't mean shit to her. My opinion don't mean shit, but you know, we are here for that reason to give our opinions, and I don't know. I just have to feel right exactly. And you know what, Brandy? It's not even that we'll have to feel stupid. It's just we're good people at the end of the day. You know, we're good people, and that's what good people do. We try to see the best in others, and we try to listen and have empathy. Um, Not everybody's got that. Some people are more cold. You know. Hey now, why are we being mean? Let's not be mean, please. I don't want to be mean. I agree. Hi, Kayla. I haven't seen you in here. So glad for you to join us. Thank you for coming. I think Suki and her lap dog were embarrassed, and I was very irritated. Very irritated, you know? And I just thought it was a bad look for Suki as well. I mean, maybe she does this on Love and Hip Hop because I don't watch her. I've never watched her before. It's the first time I've known of her, and I see her on social media, but I've never watched her on a show until Baddies, really. So I don't know if she does this on other shows, but I'm like, you're a pretty big name, Suki, you know, in the game. So why are you going to tarnish what little brand you've built, acting a fool on TV? Hmm. Exactly. That's what happens when you butt your nose into shit that you don't got no business butting your nose into. They come. That's why I was saying earlier to y'all. They come up in here. They ain't been here what a day. What this? We're on episode 11, right? They may have been in two, three episodes. So who are y'all to run up in here and try to run game on everybody? Talking about you do this, go get your chain. You do this. You need to give her this back, and we're gonna go do this tonight. And that. Who are y'all to come in here and say anything? And Natalie, you looking mighty weak at this point because you just sitting back, and unless it's strategic, and Natalie's just loving it all. But to me, it looks like they hijacking your shit. I'm just saying. I would have thought Suki, Hana, and Sapphire were the executive producers of last night's episode, not you. Not you, sister girl. And that's the crazy thing. They thought they were bullying the bully, which they were. But how does that make what you're doing right? And as for Smiley, now we got to talk about how she does, as the receipts were shown tonight. She does talk a lot of shit, a lot of cash money shit, and she be writing big fat checks that her mouth can't cash, right? Um, so I think that's what gets her fucked up. And hopefully it was a learning lesson for you, Smiley. Hopefully you don't, because it seemed like every time she get into some shit, she come right back. It's almost like she likes this. She likes it, She get the shit that happened with Mariah in the kitchen and and Sapphire and the chain and the pulling her to the ground. I wouldn't have came back after that. So that's why I'm confused. She comes back, fights, fights old Sapphire again, which we're gonna talk about that here in a second. Let me pull this up. Yeah, she's loving it. She feeds off that shit. She's loving it, and that's okay. I want her to do her job as a producer. It's just I feel like it's stale now because we know all the tricks. It's kind of like going to a magic show and you know all the secrets to the magic and the tricks that they're doing. Like, I'm bored. Next, because what are we doing next season? Are we doing a Baddies North? Are we gonna have to see the same thing? I mean, I wouldn't mind a Baddies North. It's just after that they're gonna have to do something different. Like, they're gonna have to. There's no choice. We're not doing Baddies Southeast. We're not doing, like, we gotta figure something out. What is happening? Y'all got y'all's own little thing going on in the chat. Same, same. And you know what? I wouldn't even be mad if she came back in a few seasons. Like, you know what, Natalie, you could come back. I know you can't stay away too long, but just give us a break. Let us see what it's like without you for a season or two. Let us get to know some new girls. Send Scotty back to North Carolina for a year or so. You know, let Rollie go back to Vegas, and then that's really it, right? Her little main crew. Let us get some new, fresh faces. I'm telling y'all, do y'all know how bad? And watch, Zeus is gonna take one of these days. Zeus is gonna listen to what we're saying because y'all know they be watching these videos. They're gonna take what we say and they're gonna use it and they ain't gonna give us no credit. That's okay. But we've said it here plenty of times. Watch the day they cast a whole new group of girls that's never been on TV before. Like, say they put out a casting notice, send in your videos to audition for Baddies season 5. Say they put that Instagram post out, right? Baddies season 5 audition, send in a 2-minute video why you should be on the show. That post blows the fuck up. The show gets the hype. The show starts. Do y'all know how crazy how crazy season 5 would be? They thought Baddies South and East and North and West and all that shit did numbers. Do y'all know how crazy it would be if they just, and it's a very simple solution, very simple answer, very simple formula, but they're so stuck on the VH1 stars, the influencers, the people who got the followers and all that shit. It's like, come on now. Listen to what I'm telling y'all. I'm telling you for a fact, the day that they do that, like, Now That's TV. Shout out to Now That's TV. And thank y'all for putting me on to them because I wouldn't have probably ever done the after shows or watched that if y'all hadn't put me on. But I'm digging it and I'm feeling it and I'm liking it. I'm really liking it. And it's been a lot of fun the last couple episodes. Y'all been watching them. Thank y'all that have been watching them. I think, one of them's gotten like 5,000 views. The first one or the second one, I think. But Now That's TV. They cast people we've never really heard of before. And I like that. I like meeting new people. No shade to the OG Bad Girls or the Black Ink Crew girls or the Love and Hip Hop girls or the bad, whatever. But very simple. Is the Academy kind of like Charm School? Because I haven't watched it yet, but it gives me Charm School vibes by the name. Okay, I'm glad you said that. So let's talk about this. Um, I want to know what, when it comes to the whole Mariah and her chain and Smiley taking this chain, I want to know why Smiley wants this chain so bad. Because if you watch tonight's episode, you'll notice how she was like, at one point she gave the chain up, but then when Sapphire wanted to fight Smiley and Smiley didn't want to fight, Smiley was like, "No, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight." But she was like, "Oh, if you give me my chain back, I'll fight." And it's like it just feels like she really wants this chain, and I don't understand. Like I feel like there's more to the story. There's more. I don't know. Is there something that we don't know? Is there a missing piece of the puzzle that we're not getting? Why is this girl so hell bent on taking this chain? I'm just confused. I'm trying. Like I was trying to be give you grace, Smiley, for your whole situation, but you make it hard on you because like this whole chain situation, you stole the girl's shit, give it back, leave it at that, no questions asked. Why are you talking about? Let me try to get the chain back. I'll fuck. Let's fight it. No, like what the fuck is wrong with you? Do you have a chemical imbalance? Like, come on now. And then we see y'all see Natalie when Mariah was trying to get her chain back, or when Mariah did get her chain back, Natalie over here filming her. Yeah, just loving it, eating it up, egging it on, stirring the pot, keeping it going. Um, I'm sorry, Smiley, you better than me because had Sapphire been on my neck like this, rolling me to the ground, I would have been. I look like a goddamn octopus. The way my arms would just be going around like this, tagging that head, bop, bop. Like, why are you just gonna sit there and let somebody do you like that? Have y'all noticed? I feel like, and I get it. If the miscarriage thing, if she's going through that and she's in pain, she don't want to fight. I get that. But at some point, defend yourself, sis. I feel like she was just letting these girls beat all over her. And we didn't see Sapphire necessarily punch her, you know, do any physical harm from what I've seen. However, the grabbing around the neck and dragging to the floor situation, I'm just like why are you not doing anything to try to, I'm not trying to, you know, I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but it's just the whole thing is weird. The whole thing is fucking weird. Okay, that's what it is. And then Mariah gonna say she did all this for her sister. She did all this because she behind her sister. And I'm like, for real, girl, behind your sister? Is your sister Suki, Hana, and Sapphire? Because that's the ones that was behind you telling you what the hell to do and say. They might as well shove their hands right up your ass and use you like a puppet, like this. And attacked when they wanted to attack, because that's what happened. You didn't do nothing for your fucking sister, Mariah Lynn. And we love you over here, Mariah Lynn. We do. But we also keep it real over here, Mariah Lynn. And you look really bad too. Everybody thinks that Smiley's gonna look bad in the situation, and she does in certain ways. She does. She looks like a liar in a lot of ways, and I feel like she made a lot of stupid choices, continuing to come back and just engage with this group. Period. Wanting to get the chain back, stupid shit like that. But at the end of the day, the ones that really look bad: Sapphire, Suki, Mariah. And I have to agree with Camila. Because if y'all noticed tonight, Camila said she felt bad for Smiley, but you talked all this shit online and you stole this girl's chain, and now you're here in person in front of her. And you can't do the gangster shit online and not do the gangster shit in public when you see the person that you've been popping off at for months. So I like Camila summed it up for me and how I felt about it as well. Like I feel bad for you, girl. I really do, because like I don't want to see nobody bullied or in a corner. But you do realize how you got yourself here, right? I'm like, that's what I just need her to wrap her head around. You do realize how you got here, right? We're just making sure. And at one point, she kept saying, "Go get my chain. Go get my chain." Smiley did. It's like, girl, that is not your chain. What is it with the chain? And then we see in the Sprinter van, when they leave, we see Suki, we see Sapphire. They're in the Sprinter van. There's a couple other girls in there. Their faces were blurred. I don't know who they really were. But they were sitting there talking about, I can't stand to see anybody be bullied. I can't stand to see girls get bullied. And I'm like, I'm in the motherfucking Twilight Zone at this moment in time, because when y'all watch this footage back, it's not gonna really play out in your favor. I'm just astounded. I'm like, how, like, but that goes back to what I was saying earlier. These girls don't feel like they did anything wrong. They feel like they were Captain Save-A-Ho. And then did y'all hear when they said Rollie says that Smiley said she wanted to do a special dinner to give the necklace back? Now, Smiley, I don't know if that was one of your lies you concocted or what. Now, come on, sis. A special dinner to give a necklace back? What are you talking about? Just give the fucking necklace back and move on. Why are we making this such a thing? Why? Did y'all see when they get to the club? Some club appearance they're doing in New York City. And they're not even in the club 10, 15 minutes, it seems. And the club is like, mic check 1, 2. Uh, everybody out. Everybody out this bitch. Live on the mic. And I'm like, what the fuck? And some of the girls were mad. They wanted to stay. They wanted to keep twerking, having a good time. But I was wondering, did they show up late? Is that what really happened? It's like, cause what's the true story? I don't know. Was anybody there? Anybody got the tea on that night? Because I know some people go to these shows. Some of the subscribers here, I know some of y'all talk about y'all went to Jocelyn's Cabaret before and stuff like that. So, it was just weird because it's like, if you have a club appearance, why would they shut the club down 15 minutes into you being there? I was thinking, unless y'all showed up at like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Because most clubs around here where I'm from, they close 2, 3 at the latest. Now, I get there in New York, the city never sleeps. So maybe clubs are open all night. But I don't know. I was just thinking, maybe there was more to that story. Now, I'm going to talk about this real quick. And I'm going to get back to the comments in a second. But I wanted to get through some of these notes. I wanted to talk about the Sprinter van ride to New York City. Because, as I said earlier, the Elite Squad, the Regina George, Natalie, Rollie, Mariah Lynn, Scotty, those girls, they flew on a private jet to New York City. But then we got girls like Taseki, Smiley, Biggie, Camila, Anna Mac. They ride on a Sprinter van from, is it Philly? Philly to New York. And while they're on that bus ride, Camila asked Biggie, how does it feel to be a replacement? And Biggie says, well, I wouldn't call it a replacement, bro. I was initially supposed to be here. But some things got tangled up. Girl, bye. Tell another lie. I dare you to, Biggie. Tell another lie. Tell another one. Tell it. Biggie says she wouldn't call it a replacement because she was initially supposed to be there, but some things got tangled up. Girl, see, I'm not going to do you tonight, Biggie. I'm not going to do you. I'm not going to do you because I know that you just insecure. You're insecure. This is what I be talking about when I say they don't come in just being real and being authentically themselves. They got to portray something else. They got to portray I'm bigger. I got a bigger set of balls than what I really do. And that's not what it is, Biggie. Stop the fucking front. If you were a real bitch, you would sit up there and say, it is what it is. I'm probably the baddest fucking replacement Baddies has ever had. But I'm cool with being a replacement. I'm just blessed and grateful to be here. What else is popping? You know what I'm saying? But instead, you gotta lie and say, "Oh, well, I was initially supposed to be here, but some things got tangled." What got tangled up? What got tangled up? What else in your life did you have going on that was so important that you couldn't show up to Baddies? The most important thing that you got going on in your life. I don't buy that shit for one fucking second. The true tea is Stunner Girl left the show, and that's who they initially wanted. And when she left the show, you were the replacement. Stop lying. I get mad because it's like I get mad because they be trying to play on our intelligence. Like we just fucking dumb viewers. We're viewers that are just stupid. Only person you fooling is Biggie. They wanted to bring another girl in from Baddies West when Stunner Girl left. And who else are they gonna fucking choose? Biggie and Stunner Girl. Who else? I mean, Tommy was not gonna come back, of course, but I mean, you were second to Stunner Girl. It is what it is. I mean, both of y'all's names were popping last season. That's why you two were asked back, but you were the replacement to Stunner Girl. Just say thank you, Stunner Girl, and move on. Send her a thank you card. Shit, instead of saying things got tangled up. Let me see what y'all saying. I got to run in my mouth. She's the replacement. I'm pretty sure Natalie said it. Why would she come in mid-season way after? And it was E.T. and Biggie. They're the two replacements. I love that Camila said there's nothing wrong with being a replacement because she was one and still one of the most memorable bad girls. Yes, Dorothy, and that's my point. And I think Camila is even trying to prove my point too. She even gets it because she's saying like, girl, why are you trying to make it something that it's not? You're a replacement at the end of the day, and there's nothing wrong with that. Camila was a replacement, and look at where it got Camila. She was one of the most famous bad girls of all time. She was in that top 10 list of like the fan favorites, and she's back on Baddies now because fans wanted her back because she was just being real who she was. And she was a replacement. It is what it is. Like, you ain't got a lie to kick it, Craig. No, it wasn't when was it was a scene. I feel like it was, and I could be completely wrong, and I may be wrong, but I feel like it was a scene, or maybe I'm thinking of E.T., where Natalie was talking to somebody, and she was like, "We've got they've mentioned replacements, and that can be the only two. Who is anybody else shown up as a replacement?" And the way, and the way production spun it was that Biggie just showed up. That's what they said. I don't think. I don't know. Maybe Natalie said she was replacement, or maybe she didn't. But I know what they did do. She spun it as Biggie just showed up out of nowhere. Biggie just came here out of nowhere, and now she's a part of the Baddies cast. Like, girl, okay, we'll go with that, Natalie. Just be real with it. Y'all needed another cast member to replace the ones who had left the show, and it is what it is. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm waiting for Rollie and Chinchilla to get popped. Ooh, not chinchilla. Okay, Brianda. I don't know why Biggie is offended over the word replacement. You are one. You were an original last season, not this one. That's what she can't understand. I think it fucks with her ego and it fucks with her insecurity. I told y'all, I feel like, and listen, this is all speculation. I feel like Biggie was probably growing up, didn't feel like she was enough, and she was picked on and she was teased. And she doesn't want to be looked at as a replacement because that makes her feel less than, takes her back to feeling less than. And there's nothing wrong with it, babe. You made it on the show over thousands of girls who stood in line and auditioned. So be proud of that. I wouldn't give a fuck. You could call me a replacement all day long. At the end of the day, did the motherfucking check clear? Did the check cash? Did the check clear? And did the check hit the motherfucking bank? That's all I'd be worried about. That's it. Somebody yelled, we paid for bottle service and didn't get no bottle. Did anyone else hear that? Or was it just me being high? No, I think I heard Rollie say that. Wasn't that Rollie? I feel like that was Rollie that said, um, hold on, sis. I got you. I got you. Let me drop the link. Say thank you, Stunner Girl. That's all you gotta do, Biggie. Just say thank you. Like, where's your manners? It's all fun. No tea, no shade. It's all fun over here, okay? Let me see. I don't know if y'all can use that link. Do you need me to? Can y'all use that link, or do I need to post it in the comments? That's an interesting take, Jason. Is Biggie in the is Biggie in the opening credits? Oh, I'm sorry, Briande. Briande, I'm sorry. Is Biggie in the opening credits? I love your channel. I used to comment all the time. I hope you remember me. Oh my goodness. Briande, I would be lying. I would be lying my ass off if I sat up here and said that I did, sweetheart. I don't remember, but I've been so fortunate. My channel has grown a lot lately, and I've been fortunate to have so many amazing people like yourself find me and comment and leave me nice things and say positive, uplifting things. And it's so amazing, and I love the positive vibrations that you guys send my way. So I apologize. I don't remember you, but that's okay because I will now bet money on that one. You come back next time, I'm gonna remember you. Okay. Or it could be because it could be because I smoked a little weed, Brie, but forgive me, please. I barely can remember what I had for breakfast, love. You say we need Stunner Girl, Jaheim? Biggie better not deny talking shit on YouTube once confronted at the reunion. She been talking out her neck about majority of the cast, including Natalie. And doesn't she? She has her own YouTube, right? Doesn't she have a her own little after show? Maybe I should go check it out. Biggie ain't admit last season reunion to talking shit when it's footage on Bigo and denied plotting to fight Rollie when there's evidence of that too. She doesn't stand on it. Right. She backpedals and pussy pops when they approach her about it and like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. And it's like, Biggie, come on now. What are we doing? I love Stunner and all, but everyone said we needed EBT too. But look what happened. Oh, y'all shady as hell. Someone should have checked Rollie for being in that same outfit at the club. Oh, thank you. I watch all of your videos. I just don't comment much. LOL, I smoke weed too, period. Thank you. I appreciate you for watching. Honestly, it means a lot to me. That means so much to me. Biggie said no business. You know damn well she gonna admit to it. Because I think it fucks with her ego. I think that's what I agree with you, but I think for Biggie, it like that's an insecurity for her because calling her a replacement to her probably feels like she's less than, like she's not up here with the main cast. And I feel like that's what she's always longed her whole life to do, is to just be like in the in crowd, to be liked, to be that girl, you know. And unfortunately that hasn't happened a lot in her life. And that's okay. I mean, as long as you feel like you're that girl, that's all that matters. Um so yeah. Did you find it, sweets, my love? I posted. Let me try it this way. Um, hold on. Got a slight headache. Okay, there we go. There's the link if anyone wants to join. You can come on stage and state your opinion about tonight's episode and what you think. Um, so we were talking about the peons being on the Sprinter van and then the upper echelon girls being on the private jet. And Natalie says, I feel like all the bad bitches are on the private jet. Further further separating her and her little peon group, the peasants, while she's up here. Um I was curious to see where the girls were going to stay when they got to New York. So I'm thinking New York City. Are y'all going to stay in the city, right? I'm thinking penthouse, townhouse, condo, something like that. But just like with Jocelyn's Cabaret in New York, anytime Zeus films a show in New York, they put the girls like in a mansion in New Jersey. So technically, they ain't even in New York. But I guess maybe this goes back to them not having enough room to house some of these girls. That's the only thing I can think of. Maybe it's too expensive to get these penthouses, and I don't know. Y'all, I mean, they aren't be getting on private jets and shit. Come on now, y'all. They should be able to get these girls a nice penthouse in New York City for a few nights. I just thought that would be more fun and more nice to look at, and a different change up of scenery. Like put the girls in Manhattan or something. Um, did y'all notice when Natalie asked her group of girls, you know, do y'all think we should invite some of the girls over here to our house with us? And they were like, yeah, yeah, let's do it. And she was like, who do y'all think should come? They said Sky, Camila, Anna, and Biggie. And I thought it was interesting that nobody said Taseki's name. Now, obviously, nobody's saying Smiley at this point because she's an outcast. But I was shocked that nobody said Taseki at all. And I'm like, wonder why nobody likes Taseki like that. I wonder why nobody really want to be around her. And I've noticed she's been very low, like off the radar. The last 5 episodes, we don't really see her. We might get a confessional here and there. But ever since her issues with Marsh and Janet and the Krishan thing back early on in the season, we really haven't seen anything else from her. And I'm just like, I wonder what's going on. Maybe she's just chilling, like Camila and Sky are doing, and she's just not giving it any energy, you know. I think we've talked about that. Talked about that. Yeah, okay. What y'all saying? Girl, yes, Kayla, you missed it, boo. We were smoking, and some of y'all, rest of y'all may still be smoking, but I had to stop for a minute because I like if I don't, I will be in another world. But I still got my little piece over here. Um, Damien, I feel like you don't mess with Notorious B.I.G. Biggie. It's not that I don't mess with her because I don't know her in real life. It's just she plays a character and I don't like it. I want to see the real Biggie. Not an ingrown toenail, child. Damn. An ingrown toenail? That's how you feel? Yikes. That's rough. My straw is stuck. There we go. Let's see. What do you think about Anna calling Smiley pussy for not smiling after she got jumped? I think I missed that, Khadijah. Or I'm sorry, babe. Khalida? Khalida, am I saying that right? Khalida? Um, I must have missed that. What do I think about Anna calling Smiley pussy for not smiling after she got jumped? And why the fuck? Why would she want Smiley to smile after getting jumped? Like I don't know. I'm confused with that. I'm sorry. Thank you, by the way, Kayla. You're sweet. I want to come up, but I'm scared. What are you scared of? You scared of your voice? Are you scared of seeing yourself on camera? Are you scared of stage fright? I understand. No pressure. Listen, you come when you're ready, okay? Because you know how when you were in school and they would, on the first day of school, they would be like, stand up and say where you're from, or say, whatever about yourself, blah, 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 blah. I used to hate that shit so much. And I'll be like, why do they make us do this? Now I kind of know why. I guess it kind of helps you get out of your shell. But I don't like forcing nobody to do nothing they want to do. So you come when you're ready, boo. You come up here when you're ready. I'm ready when you're ready. I'm surprised Sky is not with Chin because ET is not it. And ET is. I find it funny that they've got ET flying on the private jets, going with them everywhere, being in the in crowd. And it's like, how does she, like, that just shows how much Natalie is pandering to the audience because y'all bring ET on the show and just treat her like she is Zeus royalty. And y'all treat these girls that have been filming since the beginning like they're the production assistant. So I'm confused. I'm just confused. Like, what made ET so special? It looks like Natalie is just trying to pander to the audience because she knows a lot of these people like Scarface. What do y'all feel about that? Do y'all agree with that? What do y'all think the reason Natalie has Scarface on the private jets and with the it girls? Mariah said to Seki, but said it lower. Oh, I didn't hear it. Okay. Hmm. I want. I would come up, but I'm really shy. Maybe next week. Okay, no pressure. No pressure at all. Okay. Okay. Well, see, I'm glad y'all. That's what I got y'all here for, to help me co-host this shit. Because sometimes I don't hear stuff. On the StreamYard thing, it says you ended the live. It's stupid. I was backstage though. That's so weird. Wonder why it's saying I ended the live. That might be an old link. Let me see. Just 1 second. What? Here we go. Yeah, that, you know what that was, Kayla? Thank you for saying that, by the way, because that link was old. That was from last week's, I think. This is the this is the correct link, okay? Sorry. I'm trying to join, but it's trying to take me to Google. Yeah, that new link should work. That's my bad. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay, Kayla, I see you backstage. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna bring you up here. Let me get this music off. I'm disappointed in Smiley because the bitch couldn't call me out for a fade in front of everyone, and I don't swing the that's what I'm talking about. Like, y'all would have had to have jumped. They would have had to have jumped me, because I'm fighting every motherfucker. I'm swinging on everybody to put their hands on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck? What the, like, I'm confused. I thought you was from Miami, Smiley. All right, guys. So what we're gonna do next is I'm gonna bring some people up on stage to give their points of view on tonight's episode. Let some callers call in, and tell me what you think. What do what you think about tonight's episode? Do you think Smiley was jumped? What do you guys think about Sapphire and Suki's actions? Whose side are you on? Click the link in the chat if you want to join, and that will bring you backstage, where you will wait until the next person is done, and you can come up here and shoot the shit with me for a minute, right? All right, so first up is my boo, Kayla. Where we at? Hold on.
Hey, can you hear me?
Hey, sis, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, how you doing?
I'm doing so good. I'm just going to give you the floor, and you tell me whatever you want to tell me about tonight's episode. What did you think?
Okay, I hated it once again. Like I said last time I was on here, it's just so repetitive. It's like the same thing every single episode. Go to the house, meet up at the house, fight, go to the club. Go to a new house, meet up at the house, fight, go to the club, sprinter. Like it's just too repetitive. It's the same thing every single episode. And honestly, I feel like Mariah did. I mean, not Mariah. I feel like Smiley didn't have a miscarriage, but I feel like she did have an abortion. And I feel like if she said on TV, like, I had an abortion, maybe people would judge her and say, like, you killed your baby to be on TV. So maybe she's trying to disguise it as a miscarriage to not seem so cruel, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cruel. That's
Yeah.
what I feel like. I feel like something really did happen to her, because I don't think she would just be throwing up and not swinging back if ain't shit happened. But I do think she's lying about having a miscarriage. And either way, it's just not right to, hit on this girl and beat on her. And even I feel like you can defend somebody without putting your hands on them. Like, you don't have to choke her. You don't have to, keep having this flunk Mariah fight this girl over and over. You pushing her to fight. And Sapphire is a bully. Everything she said, I used to say the same stuff back in the day when I used to fight the smaller girls in school. I used to say the same thing. You don't want to fight her? Fight me. It's not really you trying to help. It's just you trying to get a moment. And it's just so annoying. Oh my gosh. So, like, you don't understand. It's just so annoying.
It's funny you say that. You say it reminded you back when you were in high school, because that's very much what it gave. Like, they were in the hallway, like, fighter, fighter, fighter. That's
But
what it was given.
like who pushes people into fights? Y'all are grown. Like,
They
come.
are almost 40.
almost like you're pushing me to fights and you're almost 40. It's just a mess. I feel like Natalie is just like, and like you said, I feel like everybody should like rotate with the sprint. I'm not sprint, but in a private jet, and it's just not fair. Like it's given, okay, we gonna do this, and then it's like they're trying to little girl to other girls. I just don't like it. I feel like I hate this season, and oh my gosh,
It's given two different shows at this
it
point, right?
is. It is. And then I was watching the girls, like I be watching the girls live, the behind the scenes thing, and they say like it's scene for scene. So like they don't record 24/7. It's scene for scene.
One sec. Okay. Say that one more time.
I feel like it's stupid because it's scene for scene. Like I was watching Rollie on live and she was saying like, they don't record 24/7. Basically, they say cut and then they record a scene. Like it's fake. It's too fake.
Yes. Yes. And I'm glad you said that because that is what I think a lot of us that love Bad Girls Club, I think
Yes.
that's what we're missing is because Bad Girls Club, they film 24/7 round the
24/7.
clock. Yeah. And get when you do the whole cut, hey, we're gonna put three girls right here. Y'all are gonna talk about this action, talk about it for an hour, cut. It's just not the same. And I feel like if they would just invest the money in putting these girls in a house and filming them 24/7, girls we didn't know. I know it's very Bad Girls Club, but give us what we want. That's what we want.
Girls we don't know from a can of paint. I don't mean girls from Black Ink, girls from Loving. I mean just girls that we ain't never seen a day in life. Let it be authentic.
It's become very, very, very contrived. Um, Ka- Kalita, are you there? Am I saying your name right, love? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear
Um,
me?
yes, I can hear you. I brought you up here with me. I was gonna leave you backstage and bring y'all up one by one, but I was like, you know what? I'll just bring us all.
My sister put me on to you. I really like your show.
Who is your sister?
Her name's Hadia.
Will you tell her thank you so much? Big kisses, my
You're
love.
welcome.
Oh, thank you. That means so much to me. Like spreading the word, spreading, the spreading the Damien After Dark gospel. I appreciate it. Um, so tell me what you thought about what's been going on with this group of girls.
So, me personally, I feel like they are a bunch of bullies. Like how you explained it when you was like the Regina George and then the other girls. It's just like that's exactly what it was given. Especially like when they showed up to the new house and the other girls was there and they was just posted up on the wall like a bunch of bullies like already ready to go. I just did not like that. Like it was just real weird. And then the way that they pick on people about certain things, it just gives bully. Like, and then it was very hypocritical when Suki and Sapphire was both saying, I'm not a bully. I'm not about none of that bullying stuff. But then they sat there and picked on Smiley. Because my thing is, the whole Smiley thing, I thought it was just so dumb.
Right.
It's nobody's business what she do with her body. You know what I'm saying? Like whether she choose to have an abortion or whether she choose to like come on a show and have a miscarriage and just the fact that she even disclosed that to them, they should be like, what I'm saying, more understanding because she didn't have to tell them nothing. She could have just lied and said something completely different, but she decided to tell them that and then they be mean about it. It was just, I ain't like how nobody was treating her for real.
Well, what do y'all both think about Rollie saying that she? So when Smiley went to the hospital in situations like that, y'all probably already know, like being on a show, they'll send somebody that's on the production staff with you. So, they're not held liable for anything that happens to you. So a production member went with Smiley to the hospital and told Rollie that, she just was on her period and she was throwing up. So, what do y'all feel? Do y'all have an opinion about that? Because y'all might have heard earlier, I changed my mind and I said I do believe the girl because it's just she's been saying too many things that make me feel like something did happen. But then that always stays in the back of my mind, and it's like, do y'all have an opinion on that?
I do. I was gonna say that this entire time I feel like she did like have a miscarriage because if you paid attention to when they confronted her, she literally talked about how she knew she was pregnant and she still came on the show because she didn't want to believe that she was pregnant. Like she didn't want to like deal with it or whatever because of what happened with her baby father and he was in jail and all this other stuff. So if she knew she was pregnant, that means she was having all the symptoms like the throwing up, the motion, all of that kind of stuff that was going on. But she was convincing herself to not like, you know, engage in that and just drinking alcohol and things like that. And then she ends up having a miscarriage. So of course, if you have a miscarriage, of course you're going to bleed. Of course you're going to be like on somewhat type of period, but it's not the same thing, but it's similar to that, you know? So I think Rollie saying she didn't have a miscarriage, she just had a period and she was throwing up. Duh, like that sound to me, that sounds like a miscarriage. Like it was just real insensitive, trying to like they was really just trying to say she was lying. She may lie because I know she lied about some other stuff, but I
Right.
don't think she lied about that. I really don't.
Right. Okay. That's an interesting perspective. And I need to hear that too. I need to hear it from other women, you know, especially watching it as a male. We can kind of have our perspectives and opinions, but like especially when she said tonight, like at one point she looked at the camera when she was telling the cameraman to go away and she was crying. She was like, I'm constantly bleeding. Like I felt so bad for her. So I'm like, she can't be lying about this. If she is lying, she's a damn good actress.
Yeah, I agree.
That's all I got to say. Um,
Can you
Kayla, you
still
got
hear me?
anything else?
Oh yeah, you can. I was gonna let her finish first, but I don't. I don't know. I really just don't know. Like it's like I kind of believe her, kind of don't. I'm going with the abortion thing, but even if nothing really happened, I just still feel like it's very insensitive. Even if it did or didn't happen, there's no telling, and we don't know. They don't know. Even though the producer, or whoever, went back and told Rollie something, who's to say that that's the truth? Like
Right.
you don't know. Like you just don't know. And I just feel
Yeah.
like because you don't know, you just have to be careful. So with them doing that and not knowing for sure that she was lying, it's still weird to me.
Very well said, ladies. I agree with you on that. Very well said. Yes. At the end of the day, abortion, miscarriage, whatever aside, what happened to the girl was wrong. Period.
Right.
So I think we can all come to that conclusion. You ladies got anything else before I put you guys back in the
I wanted to say when you was talking about, because I didn't hear that part when everybody was like, oh, who would you, when Natalie was like, who would you want to see here, and everybody mentioned someone except Tasiki. I didn't hear that part, but if that was the case, I think the reason they didn't say Tasiki is because they're scared to choose sides, because everybody in the house is cool with ET that's in the house with Natalie, right? So if Taseki was to come there, they know that if ET and Taseki were to fight, they wouldn't want to get in between that. Cause you know
Mhm.
everybody's playing both sides because they cool with Taseki because I think they scared of her. But then
Yeah.
they cool with ET too.
Right.
And that's just something that I think that's the reason why they ain't say it, because they don't want to let ET know that they cool with Taseki.
Okay. Well, now somebody said a couple of people did say earlier in the chat, and I didn't hear this, but I obviously missed it. That Mariah did say Taseki's name. She just didn't say it really loud, like it was kind of low.
Yeah, I heard her say her name too. I heard that.
Okay, so I mean, she had one person vouching for her, but I didn't know if everybody was just trying to outcast Seki. They didn't like her, or what the case was. Because I don't know. I think people were assuming that Taseki was going to come in and be the new Rock and replace Rock in a way. But they're their own people. They're both two different girls, and they think they bring two different things. I would rather hang out with Taseki any day, to be honest with you. She seems more chill.
I would rather hang out
Yeah, she's like my favorite this season so far.
with mine too.
Yeah, she seems really laid back and chill. And does anybody else want to come up with the girls or after the girls, whatever the case is, and give us your point of view on what you guys thought on tonight's episode? Um, Kayla and did I say your name right? Kalita?
It's Khalida.
Kalita. Okay.
Yeah.
Kalita and Kalita and Kayla. Y'all got any last words before I bring somebody else up here?
No,
No, I'm good.
I just want it to be different. That's it. I
Yeah,
just
no,
Yeah, I
I
agree.
appreciate y'all coming up because we can switch it up a little bit over here, and I don't have to just run my mouth constantly, and I can let somebody else talk.
Oh, one thing I did want to say to
Yeah,
you
go ahead.
besides the show, go back to doing like I think you should do the lives and the review. I feel like you should do a review
Mhm.
video and then do the live because with the
Okay.
live it'd be a little longer and you you love us so you want to read the comments and talk shit. But I feel like I want to hear you talk all the stuff about the episode and then we could talk to the people. So I feel like you should do it separate.
Well, I think that would be a good idea too because that also um it works good for me too because that gives me more videos, more content if that
Right.
makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, that could work. I could do it. Especially with time permitting. With me doing, are y'all watching South Central Baddies as well?
No.
Y'all don't watch that?
I watched like the first 2 seasons, but I don't watch it no more. It's too ghetto. The camera angles are just terrible. It need to get like Zeus camera people in there, cause then maybe I'll watch it. But right now, no.
Okay, well, I'm doing that one, doing Zeus. Um, I'll try to do a separate pre-recorded one. Yeah, I'll do that. I appreciate you giving me that pointer. Mystical, you said you want to come up. Um, I came up. I want to go after. Well, come on. Do you have the link? You want to click the link?
Okay, yes. Let's let her go. Thanks for having me, Dame. Nice.
Yes, thank you so much for always coming and kicking it with me and let me know what you think, boo.
Okay, bye.
Have a good night.
Can I
Kalita,
say something real quick?
yeah, you can say something. You can say
Okay.
whatever you want, whatever you want to do.
I'm Khalita's sister, Hadia.
Oh, you're the one who recommended my page. Thank you so
Yep.
much.
You're welcome.
I appreciate you.
Okay. I just wanted to say I don't like how all the girls they just sit around and let all the other girls get picked on. Like when T was getting picked on, tag team, all the other girls they just stood around, watched, didn't say nothing. Some of them claimed to be her friend, didn't do shit. And then Smiley getting picked on, Sapphire putting the girl in a damn headlock. Nobody's doing nothing, saying nothing. I'm not saying they
Not
should
a
jump
word.
in necessarily, but they don't do shit.
Mm-mm.
And then Sapphire, if I was there, Sapphire would have got beat the fuck up because how do Smiley stood there. She apologized to Mariah, gave the girl her chain back or whatever, and it was over. But Sapphire wanted to
Right,
fight Smiley for what?
right. Girl was
Just for some
obviously
camera
like
time.
she's to me. It was given. I don't want no smoke. Look here, y'all take it back. I'm done. I'm sorry. It is what it is. But it's almost like they didn't want that. They wanted her to, they wanted to fight.
Yeah.
It's sad. It's giving weird energy,
Hmm.
especially coming from like I said, these girls are almost 40 years old, and at the end of
Yes,
the
with
day,
kids.
right, acting like little kids, and we should
Hmm.
be acting like grown women. Come on now,
Exactly.
come on, let's get it
Hmm.
together. Um, okay, I'm gonna bring Mystical up here too. If you want to stay up here, Boo, you can stay up.
No, I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna go ahead so someone else can get a chance. But thank you.
Yes, thank you guys so much, both of you. Thank y'all
Thank
for coming
you.
on here and talking with me.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
you're welcome. I'm gonna be watching though. I'm gonna be in the comments.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Well, well, well. If he ain't got trouble in the motherfucking room.
Hey,
What's up, boo?
nothing.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
You finally made it on stage with me. Thanks for coming up here and hanging out with me. So
You're so
let's
welcome.
let's 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 get into it. What you think about this shit show?
I think either way, no matter like how you feel about Smiley, what happened was wrong. Even if like they didn't jump her, like holding her like in a headlock, even though like it wasn't like meant to, like even though like Sapphire didn't mean to like hold her in a headlock, it still looks like that. And Suki and Sapphire had nothing to do with that situation. It was Mariah and Smiley. It wasn't Rollie. It wasn't Suki. It wasn't Sapphire.
And they felt so compelled to get in the middle of it. And it's like, for what? What? Why y'all fell from the motherfucking sky? Boom, and just like came in guns blazing. This is what it's gonna be, and it's like let these girls handle this issue on their own if they want to handle it. And it's like I did not like the way that they was just they Mariah Lynn was literally their puppet, literally
Mhm.
stuck the
And like I
hand right
said
up
in the
her ass. And,
comments,
hmm,
like I said in the comments, Mariah is not like some meek, weak ass like white girl like Vicky is. Like Mariah's from the hood. Just because she's all like little and skinny don't mean she's all like weak and stuff. So I feel like Suki made her look weak. Mariah didn't feel bold until Sapphire and Suki was like yelling at her, telling her to get her chain back. She should have been got her chain back.
right. And why was it felt like it was difficult for them to get it back from Smiley. Like you would think it would just be a simple snatch, but they had to tussle to get it. They still didn't get it, or did they?
I think at the end, Smiley gave her the pendant back.
And I couldn't understand why Smiley was so hell bent on keeping it. Did you notice she didn't want to fight Sapphire at the end of the episode, but she said, "Well, I'll fight you if I can get my chain back." It's not your chain. Like I'm so confused. Why does this girl want the chain so bad? Are we
I'm,
missing something?
I'm so disappointed in Sapphire. I really want to like her because I thought she was pretty, but she just, I don't know, she just gets lapdog.
Listen, when she first came on the scene on this show, I thought that too. Like she is so pretty. Like I feel like I'm gonna like her, and then she does this shit, and I feel like I really honestly feel like she's doing what she thinks we're gonna want her to do. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like in
Mm-hmm.
her mind, she's the hero, and that's not the case. That's why Mariah brought.
Like bullying the bully. But Smiley isn't a bully though. Smiley was not a bully. She did not bully Mariah.
You don't think she did?
Do you think she bullied more? I feel like bully and scary are like the most overly used words in this whole BGC baddies world. A bully is someone that keeps picking on someone. A
Mhm.
bully is someone that like purposely intimidates someone that they feel is weak. That's not what happened with Smiley or Mariah.
Well, my thing is the only reason I was giving it the benefit of the doubt in that situation was there things happening that we weren't privy to that were not on the show? Like was she doing stuff?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Maybe there was, maybe there wasn't. I feel like there's a lot of backstory.
Yeah, that's how I feel like with like the whole T situation. Because if like you look closely, Rollie liked T at first. And then all of a sudden at the bowling alley or wherever the fuck they were, all of a sudden like Rollie started ganging up on her. I feel like there's something like kind of behind the scenes that we're not seeing.
Yeah, something definitely behind the scenes that we're not seeing. And speaking of T, she's just disappeared. I mean, like I said, I'm not really missing T, but she's just they don't give us an explanation as to what happens to these people. Just like Stunner Girl, just
Mm-hmm.
disappears.
They don't even try to do like a little like brief explanation like, oh, Stunner left because they just cut her off. And then we
Right.
didn't see her again.
We didn't see her again.
I have a question for you, Damien.
Yeah, sure.
Why don't you like Notorious B.I.G.?
I I feel like I've said that a couple times in this video.
But I want to hear you say it like face to face.
Okay. Um. Well, I just don't feel like Biggie is being 100% Biggie. I don't feel like she's being authentic to who she really is. She's playing a character. I feel like like a lot of these other girls, subconsciously think about what they're going to say and what they're going to do. And I think that's why she doesn't resonate with a lot of the viewers because it's like, just come in and let us know who you are, Biggie. You ain't got to try to be this girl or that girl or just I don't know, to me it just doesn't read real. Like it just doesn't come off real. Like T, I was talking about her earlier. She's not my favorite. She annoys me, but I feel like that's T and that's who she is 100%. Biggie on the other hand, it just, I don't know. And it's not that I don't like her because like I don't know her to not like her, but she's not my favorite, we'll put it that way. Are you a Biggie stan?
I ain't no stan, but like I feel like she's misunderstood.
Everybody says Biggie's misunderstood. Y'all think that's what it is?
She is like I feel like last season she was just so hyped to be on TV. So like she started problems so she
Hmm.
wouldn't look like because I feel like on Baddies if you don't do anything you look boring. Like people are calling Camilla boring, Sky boring, Tasiki boring. They used to call Scotland boring.
Hmm.
But I feel like she's kinda well she kinda did like what Anna Mac is doing right now.
You're saying, hold on, who are you saying being like Animax? Sorry.
Notorious B.I.G. was like Anna Mac in Baddies West.
Hmm. Okay, you feel like they're trying to make their mark, make their name.
Yeah.
And you know what? I can't even blame them in a way because I mean you are doing a job at the end of the day, and I mean doing what Camila and but at the same time I think about Camila and Sky and them, they I feel like they don't want to compromise who they are just to go back to just to act a fool on TV for the sake of what the fans want. Even though I wish they would, but I feel like they're just chilling.
Well, I feel like if they acted a fool on TV, then people be like, "Oh, you're too old to be acting a fool on TV," just like how they're doing to Natalie. So I feel like in this fandom, like you can't not fandom, but like whatever the fuck, in this like kind of BGC baddies realm,
Mm-hmm.
you can't really win. Like if you stay to yourself, you're boring. If you start problems, you're being extra. So it's like you can't really. It's damned if you do, damned if you don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was looking to. Talia said that that's because it was Smiley's chain. She said Mariah snatched Smiley's chain in that fight. I thought Smiley from well, all this shit started because Smiley snatched Mariah's chain, stole it from her. Has been wearing it all this time. Allegedly melted it down into a ring for her son. Yada yada yada. I thought that was the. I didn't think it was. How is it? Am I missing something? How is it Smiley's chain?
I'm confused too.
Unless I'm missing something, Talia, fill me in, boo. T is in the next episode. Okay, maybe she just needed a few days off. Hell, I don't blame her. I need a couple of days off dealing with those girls because she speaks Spanish. I'm almost overslept and missed my night crew. Oh, receptionista, you have been MIA, haven't you? Thank you for. I'm glad you made it, even though we're 2 hours and 8 minutes in. um, I said Camila and them's boring because you hardly hear them say anything or add to any conversation. And that's what I was just referring to. Is I feel like they're more like I'm not gonna compromise who I am right now just for the sake of good TV. I'm not gonna turn up, fight bitches, act a fool just because they want me to make good TV. I think they just showed up, they're getting their check, and they're gonna be them. I mean, that's reality, right?
Yeah, I feel like they kind of grown out of this.
Dorothy said you speak in facts.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
I feel like Sky and Camila has kind of like grown out of this, which is why I think they should bring girls that haven't been on TV before.
I think the consensus is out for that, right? Or don't we all agree with that at this point? I mean, is there anybody that's in here, that's in the chat, that next season you want to see another cast of influencers, reality stars, loving hip hop girls, real how whatever, whoever? Do y'all want to see that? Do y'all want that kind of girls, or do y'all want new girls? Because I don't think there's anybody that really likes this casting style that they're going.
That's why BGC did so well because they were like girls that we didn't know and they weren't like trying to like mimic something. Like they weren't trying to be like the next Nene or next New York or the next Tommy or the next Natalie. Like they just came in being themselves. I feel like social media has a lot to do with it, to be honest, because they want like the social media clout and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, and with BGC, we got a fresh new faces to fall in love with every season. We had our girls that we liked, we had our girls that we didn't like. Then we'd miss them when the season went in, and we get all new girls. Like Smiley was wearing her chain when they were fighting, and Mariah was like, "I got Smiley's chain," and Sapphire said, "Oh, this one is real." Oh, so Smiley didn't have on the chain that she stole from Mariah. Smiley had on her own chain, and Mariah took that one. Is that what you're saying?
Wait, but didn't it say like Mariah Lynn on it? I'm very confused.
I am too. I'm a little confused because I'm not saying that what you're saying is not true, Talia. Like, because oftentimes I told y'all when I watch these when I'm doing my notes, sometimes I miss some things, so I could very well missed it, but shouldn't have went back. I don't. That's what I said after what they did to her the first night when she had the bloody nose and the chokes or the choke slam, all that shit. She should have packed her bags and said, "This shit ain't worth it. Unless y'all finna cut me another fat check to stay here, I'm going the fuck home." Bye,
And
Mariah.
I don't get like why do they feel so so strongly about like her lying about a miscarriage? Like I get like it's a very sensitive thing to lie about, but like at the end of the day, it doesn't concern any of y'all.
Right. Like in my real life, if I was around someone that did that, okay, I'm just gonna go about my day like it's not my business. You lied, whatever, or maybe you didn't lie, whatever the case is. I'm not gonna be upset. I feel like they were just like looking for something that they could pounce on, and that was it.
I feel like
Yes.
Rolly's kind of been getting like followers.
You think she's giving follower? Who do you think? Who like as far as behind um Suki and Sapphire?
Well, with like the whole like situation at the bowling alley, um, she was kind of following behind extraterrestrial ET.
Mm. Not
What?
extraterrestrial. Oh my
Whenever I see
god.
her, I think of like, have you seen the movie ET with like the alien?
Yes, of course. They said somebody said she like a dinosaur. I'm like, y'all are awful. Um,
I don't think she's ugly at all. I just think she needs better outfits and veneers.
well, she did a lot coming in. I will say that she did a lot. Um, let's see, what time is it, you guys? 11:15. Okay, we're not doing too bad. Um,
Also, we need an age limit on the next cast because I'm tired of seeing Natalie's long faced old ass. And I'm tired of seeing like girls like Tommy and stuff. Tommy is almost 40 years old. Like, I want to see like 22 to like 25, like on Bad Girls Club.
because those are the girls that are gonna be more willing to turn the fuck up and act stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, like the rest of us that are in our 30s, or I mean, come on now. We we're in different phases of your life at that point. Like you're not wanting to club hop and fuck random people and fight every day. At least I'm not. Yeah, everybody's saying they want new girls, new girls, new girls. Like BGC 16 ruined the whole new girls cast thing.
I hated BGC 16.
Is that when they did the sisters thing?
No, that was when Dream Doll and Frostbite bullied that one girl.
Oh, see, I didn't watch 16. What
Yeah,
wonder what Mikey? What do you mean when he says it ruined the whole new girls cast thing?
it was like influencers.
Oh, okay, because Dream Doll was an influencer, right?
Yeah,
That's right. Because I think towards the end of BGC, every season was a theme because they had the sisters, then they had a twins. Did they have a twin season? Maybe that was the sister.
it was called Twisted Sisters.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. And then, um,
But they did have twins on there, the Claremont twins and Jayla.
that's true. I like that season too. That was a pretty good season.
I know you don't like Jayla either.
I don't really care for Jayla either. No, she's not one of my faves. She's not. Well, I feel like Jayla said some. I can't. Don't ask me what they were, but I know one watching her on Baddies South. She said some things that were. I think it was to Sydney Star. She said some things that were a little questionable to me. Um, Smiley gave the pendant back because she thought they would give her chain back, but Mariah gave it to Strawberry. I'm sorry, I'm still weak at this girl's name being Strawberry.
That ain't her real name. I highly doubt.
That's her stage name.
Mm-hmm.
Molly gave the pendant back because she thought they would give her chain back. But Mariah, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Now I think it's kind of making more sense. Oh, I see now. So, so Smiley snatched Mariah's chain, but Mariah also got a chain from Smiley as well. But when Smiley gave Mariah's chain back, she wanted her chain back that Mariah took as well. And Mariah gave it to her sister. I think that's what it is. I think.
I'm
Maybe.
still confused.
Really? I think it's just both girls took a chain from each other. That's what it is. And Smiley gave Mariah the chain back that she took, but Mariah don't have the chain that she took from Smiley because her sister took it. I know it's very confusing. Zeus wants the fans of the girls they cast. It's the problem. Oh yeah, you're right. They do want the fan base that these girls have. That's why they keep casting them. But I feel like they don't need to do that anymore. I get Zeus needed to do that at the beginning. They needed these known influencers because they brought the viewership there. But y'all, Zeus has a platform now. They don't need to have influencers on every season to bring them numbers. They've already got the audience there. I feel like they do. No, dependent on Smiley's chain, said Smiley. Y'all think this will work without Natalie in the house?
Yes, it will.
I think so. Absolutely would. In my
Because
opinion.
Natalie is not an EP. Like I said in the comments, she's a boss who acts like the employees. That's why people don't respect her. If you look on Jocelyn's Cabaret, they respect Jocelyn.
Mm-hmm.
Because Natalie got smacked by Krishan. What else? I think in the Baddies West reunion, Stunna like told her, "Oh, shut up talking to me like that. I'm not Scotty or something." Do you remember that? It was like
Mm-hmm.
a brief. It was like really brief.
No, yeah. That's a really good point because the girls don't
Like the
talk to
girls
Jocelyn
cuss
like
her out, they smack her. You don't do that to your boss. You do that to your employees. They would never do that to Jocelyn. And also, Jocelyn's really hood. Natalie tries to be hood.
that.
And they
Yeah.
know that and they see through it. Even Natalie, I mean, not Natalie, Tommy said it last season that Natalie's a real white girl.
Yeah, apparently she had a very what's they say she grew up in the valley.
Hmm.
Um hell, I think her mama even white.
Her mom's name is Karen. That's what Sarah said.
Yeah, and if you remember Natalie on season 4 when she first came on TV, she talks very like this and like Kardashian like, and now she's done like a 180, and I don't buy it with her. I think it's like a, or maybe it's just like a thing she does for TV. She turns it on for TV, and I guess I can't blame her for that.
I wish like Megan would have gotten this idea or Tanisha.
Hmm.
I wish Megan or Tanisha would have gotten like the baddies idea instead of Natalie.
Oh my God, I know, right? This could have been so good, and I feel like there's a reason why Natalie is better as the talent and not the producer. Like, there's a reason why she should, stay from behind the scenes because she don't know what the fuck she's doing. That's just my opinion. What Talia's?
Well, sorry.
Oh no, you're good. I was just reading these comments. You go ahead.
But you have to give it to Natalie though, because so many people are trying to copy baddies. So she did something right.
That's true. There's so many shows now people are creating.
And they fail at it every time. But they're trying to copy it, like with South Baddies or something. What's that show called?
South Central Baddies. Yeah, I'm
Oh
reviewing
god, that show is a mess.
It's a hot mess. I'm currently recapping that show, and it's a fucking. I said I thought Zeus was off the chain. This shit is wild. Like they really fight.
Yeah, those girls are like street for real, like real street.
The chain that Sapphire and Mariah Lynn took was Smiley's chain, not Mariah Lynn's chain that she stole. It's very confusing, but Mariah basically took Smiley's chain while not getting hers back. Okay.
So Smiley got her lick back and Mariah didn't until people got in her ear. Basically.
Pretty much. And she never got her chain back. Because maybe Smiley did melt it down after all. Harping on this miscarriage at this point gives storyline because nothing else is going on. It's pretty lame. That's what I think too, Dorothy. It's like they have nothing else to go with, so they're dragging this shit out with Smiley and
Yes,
Mariah.
they need to. Zeus needs to stop dragging these episodes.
God, I mean, please, can we do something? They
Like this
drive
whole
me
miscarriage
crazy.
thing should not have taken the whole episode.
No, it should not have. I think Mariah said Smiley was lying because she didn't want the baby's blood on her hands. Because Mariah said you killed it, baby, and then said she lied. Hmm. But unfortunately, the girls from Bad Girls Club are in their upper 30s and 40s now. Yeah, the only way I could see doing a show with the new Bad Girls is like either A, they were on that time where they're going to be like they used to be, which I doubt it, or B, they do a show like maybe following some of the bad girls' lives now that they're older, like kind of like a housewives type show. But I don't know if any of the girls like live in the same city. I'm sure there's got to be a lot of former bad girls that live in Atlanta. That's the only way I could really see it working.
Yeah, but like their lives aren't really like interesting anymore because like they're all like moms and like they're not bad girls anymore.
They're just doing regular people shit.
Yeah.
As she should. Why Smiley thought it'll be that easy to get her chain back after holding hostage Mariah's chain. This is just too much. Jane, you think it's just too much? It's just too.
I cannot wait for this reunion.
Oh, it's gonna be a good reunion. If we can even get through anything, it'll probably just be all fights and people running across the stage. God, and the fact that the main point of the show right now is a chain, it's just such a reach for drama. Yeah, like y'all gotta, out of all these girls y'all gotta have something else going on. Like somebody's had to have stole a pad out of somebody's purse or something. Think about it. They's gotta have something else going on.
It's because like they're keeping them separate. That's why there's nothing else going on besides this stupid ass chain storyline.
Yeah, we got two different fucking shows going on. What do y'all think, or what do you think they're gonna do next season? Do you think it'll be Baddies North, or do you think they'll do something else?
Baddies North doesn't sound right, but they're probably gonna do Baddies North because Lemmy and Natalie probably can't come up with anything else. And I don't
Right.
think Natalie does not seem like the type to like listen to ideas.
Yeah, no.
So it's
No.
probably gonna be Baddies North with a bunch of washed up ass influencers. And we're probably gonna have Scotland back. We're probably gonna have Rollie back.
Hmm. And they're gonna go to like Chicago and Minneapolis and um
They're gonna go
where
to the club after they just fought, and they're gonna have a fake ass meeting.
and they're gonna get to the bag. I
I
was
wish
glad
Natalie.
she said they was gonna get some clam chowder. I missed that, Jason.
I missed that too. I don't remember that.
Yes, if Megan had this idea, it would have been so good. Yeah, I think Megan probably would have done a better job creatively than Natalie does, because Natalie just gets too caught up in the hype of it all. Like she's too like if you think about it, she really is. Like she's just too caught up in the like, oh my God, I'm on a new network and there's private jets and they're doing like I don't know. I
Those
just think
private jets look a little janky. I ain't gonna lie.
they said they were older, but I mean I guess it's better than Coach, right? I need to go watch Megan's After Show. Have any of y'all watched it? I need to go check it out. I've been wanting
I
to.
have.
And I've been wanting to watch Biggie's too. I'm gonna start. How do you? That one of the callers said they wanted me to do a separate video of me recapping it without the live. Would you want me to do that too, or
Yeah,
do you care either way?
I'll fuck with it either way, but I like the recap live. That was a good idea she had.
Okay, yeah, because I may do both. I may do this live and then like release like a pre-recorded one tomorrow too. Um, I think it was a show called The Real Baddies of the South. They ain't even try to sound original, and that's my problem with it. Is anybody original anymore?
There's this bootlegged Bad Girls Club Baddies on Tubi, and it's called Bad Bitch Section, and it is the most.
Are you
And
serious? I need to go look it up. Bad bitch
first
section.
of all, they don't introduce the girls. The the drama is so like you don't even understand what's happening. It looks so like someone filmed it with their phone. That's literally what
Yeah.
it looks like.
And that's my problem with people and these networks, these creative network overnights that they're doing. You can tell that there's nobody with an ounce of creativity in their mind because like y'all can't just put a camera up and film a scene and upload it the next day and think you got a show. Like there is so much more involved. It blows my mind. I'm like, y'all are, you've got to have some creativity to do this kind of shit. You can't just wake up and say I want to create a TV show. Like what the fuck?
And that's not creative. Like y'all are still doing the whole go to an Airbnb and fight.
Yeah, like
It's the
what?
same formula.
Where is the storylines? Where, like, who are the characters? Can we get to know them? Like what is it, what is happening? And that's like the names, like stop with this baddies and bad this and baddies this. Like let's come up with something that we've never heard of. Hello, is anybody hearing me? What makes me mad is Mariah wasn't going to drive on getting that chain back before Suki and Sapphire came. Smiley actually got jumped. She would have never gotten that chain back. She is nobody. So you think
That's what
Smiley
I've
got
been
jumped?
saying.
Interesting. Um, but I agree with the where you said, you know, Mariah wasn't going to do anything until the Coochie Girls came into play because that's exactly what happened. They pumped her up so good, like baby. They put fresh Duracell batteries in her back because Mariah, I'm just disappointed in you, sis. I thought you had a voice of your own. I would
She's
love
like a
to
wind
know.
up toy.
Yeah, exactly what she is. Pull the string and let her go. And I would love to know what her excuse. I'm sure she's going to try to give any excuse as to why, you know, she did that. I've been wanting to watch House of Villains. They say it's really good. Um, yeah, Tanisha would be a better EP for Baddies too. I agree with that. I just keep mentioning storylines because this whole show feels too obviously manufactured at the point. Yeah, yeah, it's like Kayla and I were talking earlier. Like it's very much you're gonna sit down and you're gonna do this and you're gonna talk about this action, cut, and that's it. And that's why it seems so fake.
But honestly, I get why people are like remaking this type of show because, like, in a toxic way, it does kind of seem fun in a way.
To do the show or create it.
Like, create like a show like that to like have like a bunch of girls in Airbnb and fight. Like, I mean,
Yeah, no,
not
I no,
fun, like
you're
in a
right.
good way, but it's like, I don't know.
No, it does seem fun. I've been wanting to create a show because there's a few guys here on YouTube who have their own networks. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of Chasing Reality or Gemini Films, but they have their own little network. Gemini Films, he did the original Bad Boys Club, and it's still airing right now. He's got 8 seasons on YouTube, and it's better than Bad Boys on Zeus could ever be. Like he gets regular dudes that you never met before. It's really good. But I've been wanting to create my own network and do my own little shows on YouTube too. But it's gonna, if I do, it's gonna be a long drawn out process. It ain't gonna be no overnight shit because I want it to look good. I want it, you know what I'm saying? It
Yeah, you
cannot be
don't
like
want it
this
to.
shit people got out here. I'm gonna put real money behind it too. Like it's gonna be good. I can't
Yeah,
tell y'all what it's gonna be about yet though.
you should make it like,
I already got the
not look like
content.
so low budget, like someone filmed it on their phone.
No,
What's the concept?
I want to get a budget and like really get like a cam, like not a huge Bravo camera crew or anything, but you know, decent cameras and audio. Baddies Mexico. Maybe because I mean I feel like they're kind of teasing that with us going to Jamaica at the end of this season. That made me wonder like are they gonna start trying to do international things like which I don't feel like it'll really be much of a difference. Still gonna be the same thing, just a different country.
Yeah, like it's. I mean,
Like nobody, I feel like nobody at Zeus has a creative brain cell in their fucking head. I really don't feel like there's anybody over there that has an ounce of any of that in there. And I'm not trying to be shady. It's just is what it is. Zeus really
it's the
needs
truth.
to.
It's not shade. It's the truth.
It's the truth, right? and shake up this whole formula for baddies. Yeah, yeah, they
I
do.
gave an idea in the comments.
Huh?
I said I gave an idea in the comments.
Where? Let me see.
It was
What's
like way up there. I said they should do a baddie sorority.
but wouldn't that be the same thing? They're
Well,
just in a house.
no, like I have an idea. I just like can't word it. Like, does that ever happen to you where like you have an idea but like you can't just like put it into words?
Yeah, I mean, I think that kind of could play into the whole academy slash charm school type
Yeah.
show. I mean, it is kind of a it is kind of ripping off charm school, but I mean, who's to you? There is no. I mean, they could still do it without no problem as long as they change the name to something other than charm school. But where these baddies try to be good girls or some shit, and they do um, a sorority, but it's like charm school. But what are the points? Sorority's got to do with colleges, though, right?
Yeah,
It have to make sense. It have to make sense.
I know it doesn't make sense, but like basically like a charm school. And like it's more like sisterhoodish, but like it's still like fighting and stuff.
Yeah, still have
Obviously,
drama.
like we're gonna have to like you can't like do like baddies or bad girls club like without fighting. That's kind of like what it's known for, to be honest.
Right.
Do you think Vicky's coming to the reunion?
Gotta have your drama.
Do you think Vicky's coming to the reunion?
No, I don't think she will. I don't think she will. I think she's got the balls to.
I want to see her go to the reunion.
Talia, what's the tea? Lemmy sleeps with half the cast, apparently. That's why Scotty had beef with Razor and T.
Allegedly. Because I don't know if that's true.
Allegedly.
Lemmy definitely has a type. I can tell.
But listen, we don't know if this is true, but I have heard this for the longest, and it makes me wonder. It was weird that Scotty wanted to leave Baddies, and she posted a short caption, and then shortly after she posted this long caption about how she's sorry. Zeus has been nothing but good to her, and I don't know. It could just all be speculation, rumors, bullshit, and lies. But Lemmy, the streets is talking. It ain't good, sis. Allegedly, allegedly, allegedly.
Yeah, Scotland said she was gonna like do modeling or something.
And if Lemmy was doing this, surely to God, his wife has a little inkling of something. Or maybe it's not true. Or if it is true, maybe she has seen or heard some things, but she likes the lifestyle she's living, so she don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's easier to turn the other. Hell, she probably had tried to do him no way, bless his heart. And no shade, Lemmy. You know I said I would sit on your face, but I ain't saying you're ugly, Lemmy, because I would.
He was still on his face. You know what Lemmy kind of looks like to me?
What?
Have you seen Proud Family?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Do you know Oscar from Proud Family, the dad?
Oh my God. Are you talking about like this head shape?
Yeah, it just throws me off. It makes me uncomfortable.
Oh my God. I'm done.
That's why I don't see why you would want to sit on his face, because he's not
Well,
attractive in any way,
wasn't
shape, or
thinking the
form.
Proud Family. That's for sure. I was damn sure not thinking the Proud Family. Now that's what I'm gonna think about when I think of him sexually. Baddies St. Louis.
Eh.
I don't know about that. I mean, I think they could do Baddies Zimbabwe at this point, and it wouldn't. Like,
Or in Dubai.
the location ain't right, or Dubai. The location ain't gonna change shit. It's the formula that they've got. Like they can go anywhere, but if they don't do something with the casting and how they're producing the show, then it's gonna continue to be what it's been. Nat pimps Scotty out. Remember in Baddies South, Jayla said she had traveled with Scotty before. Yeah, I told y'all
Oh
about
my
what.
God, we definitely talked about that. That's what like all their businesses are. Because think about it, their businesses are kind of like Jayla's the only one with like a legit business.
Her swimwear line, right?
Yeah, all the other girls are probably are probably escorting
Well, I
or
think this was
popping
how
pussy
long
in Dubai.
has Jayla had her swimwear line for a long time?
I just recently heard about it.
Because I think a lot of this was 4 or 5 years ago. Jayla and Natalie. This is before Zeus. They were all taking their Dubai trips and coming back with Chanel purses and Louboutins and shit like that. And that's just what the streets were saying. And Natalie had a little clique, and that's no secret that there's a large group of girls in LA, these real pretty skinny young models that these men over in Dubai and Nigeria and places like that fly them over, fuck them, give them bags, and spoil the shit out of them, and they go back home. That's no secret. I've heard that going on in LA for years. That's been happening for a long time. And they allegedly say Natalie had one of them little, she had one going. She was the madam. She was arranging it. Y'all come over here and get some money like I've been getting it. And I ain't mad at her for it. That's what she was doing. That's what she was doing. If I had a man who owned an oil rig that wanted me to bust it wide open for a Chanel purse, I would do it too. I'm not hating on them by any means, because people seeing this video would think I'm shading or hating on sex workers. But baby, I just ain't found the right one to pay me yet. I'd do it too, Natalie. Do it, do it, do it. And she ain't got to do it no more. When she hit the lottery with Zeus, she knew what she was doing. That's why we can't shit on Natalie too bad, because she knew what she was doing. And she fucked them other girls over in the process. Judy, Sarah, all those girls that shot the OnlyFans Baddies Bad Girls Club thing that they were gonna do. Y'all remember that shit when that happened before Zeus Network and Baddies was ever a thing. They were doing the OnlyFans thing, and
But she's shitting on people,
mm-hmm.
literally, because that's what they do in Dubai. They literally shit on people.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's what. That's
that's a
like a
fetish
huge
over
thing. You
there.
should know about that.
Ooh, that's a fetish over there.
Yeah. Even though I'm
Yeah,
late, can I add I can't stand Anna. She's a chihuahua.
I agree. Anna and T are the chihuahuas to me. Anna Mac is a lame. Anna Loki is the type to beat up a girl and then harass that girl. You can tell she never won most of her fights.
Wait, I was going to say about Anna. Like, did you notice that like when she in Scotland fought, she spoke Spanish, but then when Biggie did it, she was like, "Oh, why are you speaking Spanish? I can't understand you." Like that was so I didn't understand that.
That's a good point, though. She did. She did. A lot of people say she just wants to find a reason to not like Biggie. Hey, Gabe, how are you? I know I ain't been here in a minute, but hey, I'm glad you're back. Thank you for joining. I'm glad you. All that matters is that you came back. So thank you. Do you think Lemmy has a big pipe? I do. I do.
You answered that so quickly.
Yeah, I've thought about it. And that ain't even allegedly. I do. Like, he's just too skinny to not have a big old thing, you know?
Yeah,
Like, he's like skinny, skinny. Like, I
it's
know,
always like the tall, skinny ones that have like the pipes.
I just know Janisha getting, I just know Janisha getting gouged out.
Speaking of Janisha, she should not host anymore because she can't keep them together.
Nope. I agree 1000%. Like,
When they fought at the Baddies Western, she looked scared for her life.
and it's so obvious you're the host because you're the CEO's wife and you're pretty, and he's giving you that opportunity. And great, I'd want my husband to do the same if I wanted to be a host. But I guarantee you, I'm going to go out there and prove why I should be a host, not just because my husband is the CEO. I'm going to shut that shit down when I go out there and host it to prove to everybody saying, "Oh, you just got it because you're the CEO's host." Like, yeah, she's just too. And like especially on Jocelyn's Cabaret, she never holds Jocelyn accountable ever.
Because she's probably scared of Jocelyn like everybody else.
Right, but you need to shit or get off the pot because you ain't doing it, Janisha. Bye.
And I feel so bad because she's actually the Academy on Now That's TV's like charm school, but it's probably ghetto as hell. My idea doesn't.
I'm gonna have to watch it. I've got to watch it. I gotta do something with my Now That's TV subscription, get my use out of it.
I'm very positive. It's probably like very bootleg and very ghetto.
Well, from what people have told me, they told me that because I've only watched South Central Baddies, they told me that yeah, that's a lot to take in, but they say that their other shows are better and they're more storyline driven and it's not all fighting. And they said the Academy was one of them, so I'm gonna give it a chance and see, and I'll let you know what I find out.
Some ideas pretty much taken in a way.
Pretty much with a different name. Ooh, who needs to be knocked out of their soggy velour pants? DJ Sky. Was that? That's probably Lemmy coming in my chat asking that. Now that I think about it, I don't know no Fifi. Lemmy, is that you? Gabe said, I thought Lemmy was giving the girls STDs allegedly. Oh Lord,
Oh my
allegedly.
lord.
Oh Lord.
Oh my god. That's probably not allegedly. That's probably true.
Oh Lord, don't say that. Oh God. If they sue me, they can say I wasn't in the video.
I wonder who do you think he gave STDs?
Now, Gabe, where are you getting this information?
Lipstick Alley, most likely. Lipstick
Ugh.
Alley has the tea.
Child.
There's gonna be a documentary in 5 years called Surviving Zeus or Surviving Lemmy.
Surviving the Zeus Network. Yeah, it's Bree Dorothy. That's probably who it is. 50. He gives
Wait,
us
who is Brie?
57 T's. You think so? No, Jaheim, no. Emmy's wife is like blue-faced baby mama. She don't care. She gets that money. That's what I think. I don't think she gives a fuck. I think she just wants the Hollywood lifestyle. She probably getting her a little piece on the side too. If she's getting paid, she probably don't care. She probably sleeps outside their relationship too, if their relationship is even real. They gonna get arrested if they think they can do what they do in the U.S. and other countries. True. Baddies in space. Oh hell, these girls. St. Louis would be Midwest. But the short people always have a big.
Well, Lemmy's not sure. I think he's just skinny, right?
Yeah, well, I don't think he's tall either. I think he's average. I don't think he's short. I don't think he's tall. I bet he's like 5'10", 5'9", 5'10", probably. Baddies High School.
It does kind of remind me of high school.
Well, the Claremont twins were escorts on BGC. I don't know if Jayla had her business then, but I do know she dated men who only had money. That's different than an escort, though. Yeah, you're right. I remember the Claremont. I wonder if they're still having to escort. I doubt it. I think they. I don't know. Social media is smoke and mirrors, so it does look like they've got money now, and they could. But I don't. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of these girls were tricking. Again, if you were offered a large amount of money, would you not?
I mean, like, are you asking me or just asking in general?
Yeah, all y'all.
I mean, I feel like escorting's like pretty dangerous though. Like, there's like a lot of like really like dangerous things like behind the scenes that goes on with escorting.
But what if it was just like a one or two time thing, get you a couple $1,000s, pay the rent up for a little bit, then you go back to your life until you need it again. Then you call back up, say, hey, I'm down and out again.
In that case, yeah. But if
Yeah,
there's
we ain't
like,
talking about a full on profession. No, 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 no.
yeah, absolutely not.
Yeah, no, I couldn't do that either. But a little pound town here and there ain't gonna kill nobody. If they start a fight with the cartel, Devin, that would be the end of baddies and all other shit.
Yeah.
It'd be Baddie's funeral home. Screen gonna go black. I don't like her as a host. She's boring to me too. Megan would be better, but I feel like she'll end up fighting a few of the baddies and make the reunion end early. They need Jason Lee on the reunion. Um, Jason has said that he will no longer do work with Zeus at a reunion like that again, because of the same things that we've talked about here. I mean, I've never been the biggest Jason Lee fan, but I have to agree with him on that. I mean, he hit the nail on the head. He couldn't stand it because he had no control at the reunion, and I think like Jason would be a good reunion host, but I think it's hard for anybody to wrangle them because Zeus doesn't have a team to keep the set under control. Like, why are we not? Like, I don't know. But pretty much Jason said he's not doing it. It's too much going on.
Well,
And
I think the girls like in this cast will be a little bit more under control because the last season those girls were like hood for real, like Tommy and Stunna
hmm
and stuff. Like, but I feel like for this season the girls aren't as like hood as they were last season, so I feel like it'd be more under control, and the beef isn't like that bad.
we going to see shortly. Lemmy loves light skins, and Nat is colorist. That's why the cast is so light skinned. Are they? I never really paid attention to that. Are they all light skinned
Yeah,
besides Rollie?
yeah, most of them are light skinned. T's a light skin, Scotland's light skin, Camila, Saya, Sia, Anna Mac, like they're all very light. There's no like brown skins or dark skinned girls besides Rollie.
There's really not.
Do you know how I want up there next season? I know it won't happen, but do you know Red?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want to see her and Rollie fight.
From BGC Chicago.
I want to see her
Yeah,
and Rollie fight.
yeah. I like Red too. I wish they would. They wish that would be that. She'd be a good one to bring back. I think
hmm
she also said she wouldn't do it, but I think if they flashed the right amount of money at her, like she would. Lemmy, okay, allegedly, Lemmy gave Scotty and that's why Nat fought her in Jamaica because someone is what? Are you serious? Well, I don't know now. We're gonna have to just wait and see. I doubt. Of course, I'm not gonna say that on the show, but why would she fight? So she's allegedly fighting Scotty because Scotty allegedly exposed that Lemmy allegedly gave her an STD. I don't know. I don't want to believe that, but then again, who knows? Like,
I don't know why Scotland's still friends with Natalie.
it's just to sell her soul. If she's not friends with Natalie, she goes back to North Carolina working at Hooters. It's the truth. Think about it. What if she? Like, that's like when I was talking about in my video, the video that I put up about Scotty quitting Baddies. I'm like, Scotty, what are you gonna do? She says she wants to go on and do film and modeling, and it's like, okay, well, that's easier said than done. That's like me saying I want to graduate high school and move to Hollywood and become a big star. Okay, well, it's not gonna happen overnight or magically. Like,
But like like she has like a platform and stuff,
but
so I feel like it's
still,
gonna be a lot easier.
I still feel like even with her Zeus platform, that's not going to really do much for her. I mean, look at these housewives, like who come off of the Real Housewives. They they don't really have much of a life afterwards unless they got a product or I don't know. Maybe she will, and I hope she does. Honestly, I would love to see her go off and do big shit and say "fuck you" to baddies and shit on all those girls. Um, but it's just I don't see nobody saying, "Hey, Scotty from Baddies on Zeus Network, come be in my blockbuster film." Maybe so. Maybe
I
so.
think I think Scotland like thinks that she can model because like she's tall,
hmm
but I feel like he was like 5'9".
Yeah. Talking
Wait,
about
who's he talking about?
talking about Lemmy.
Oh, Mystical Breeze, a sneak mole who creeps in here from time to time to unfairly report the channel allegedly.
You didn't know who Bree was?
No.
Yeah, that when my first Baddies East after show video that we did, it got taken down and YouTube was like Zeus Network LLC reported your video. Here's how you can resolve it. Reach out to the person who submitted the claim. And they gave me the person's email. And in the email, that's what it said. The person's name was Bree. I'm not going to give her email out, obviously, but it said Bree something something at thezeusnetwork.com. So we make a joke that when something happens or somebody comes in here starting shit or whatever, that it's Bree from Zeus.
Oh.
And it's dangerous because a lot of the women get set up by women who act like they have it all financially, but they don't tell these women they have to perform X acts to get that money. Yes,
Exactly.
that's exactly what I was talking about with those groups of girls who, yeah, you get lured in because it looks like this glitz and glamour. And then you think, oh, okay, I guess it's not too bad. I just got to bend over for a minute and whatever. But
Yeah, there's like um a lot of things that go into it. That's why it's so dangerous. E.T. Dark and the Coochie Girls. Oh yeah. I
yeah,
mean, E.T.
I don't even
isn't
know if
like
I'd
really.
count the Coochie Girls though,
Why wouldn't you count them?
because they don't. I don't feel like they're cast members. I feel like they were just thrown in. They were thrown in because of Suki's name and the following that comes along with her, and
Do you
people
remember
want
last
it.
episode? Do you remember last episode where Sapphire was like talking about how she had like roaches in her house? Why was she saying that on camera? And why do people need to know that? What was the
I took
reason?
it as I don't know if she said this. Either she said this or I took it this way, but I thought she was saying like growing up that they had roaches, so she's used to dealing with roaches or whatever the hell she said. I didn't take it as she meant now, and if she did, like, girl, why would you tell the world that? Like you said,
I hate when people do that when they like announce their trauma. It's so like, why are you telling people that? They're just gonna like use it against you later. So I don't.
right? You know, somebody
Yeah.
call you a cockroach, you can't get mad, right? They're using your ammo against you. Sapphire and Suki is dark skinned, but they're basically not on the cast. They travel in their own bus together and stay in a hotel. Yeah, I just don't feel like it's just the way Zeus does it is so weird. Like T, she disappears then randomly comes back. Stunner Girl randomly disappears. Suki just shows up. Hey y'all, I'm here. Like, oh, what did you do? Did you get permission from Mona Scott Young to hop over here and hang out with the baddies? You coming from VH1 over here? It just doesn't. It just seems tacky and all over the place. I feel like Lenny messed with Sarah too. Hmm. I don't know. Listen, that's one that I'm gonna try to get an interview with because I've talked to her a couple of times about it, and the time
You
wasn't
talked to
right.
Sarah?
Yeah, I met Sarah in the airport like what was it, 2019, I think. We were both coming back from Miami. She was going to Atlanta, and I was going to Nashville, and we ended up on the same flight. But I've got a picture and a video that we took together. But we sat out in the little waiting terminal area for our plane, and nobody was recognizing her really, but I knew who she was. And I told my friend, like, that's Sarah from Bad Girls Club. My friend didn't really know her. So I started talking to her, and we talked the whole time. And she actually trusted me to watch her bags while she went to the bathroom. I'm like, girl, you bold as fuck with this nice ass luggage. She had some nice ass fucking luggage. And
You
she
could have
went in the
stole that
bathroom.
so easily.
Right. She was in the bathroom for like 5 minutes. I'm like, I could have easily rolled off with this shit and been gone. But yeah, no, we and then I followed her on Instagram. I don't think I was following her. Yeah, I was following her then. But I messaged her because I had a podcast back then, which I'm gonna end up bringing back, by the way. I had a podcast that's still out there you can find. That's where Damien After Dark originated. I was doing an audio podcast, and I wanted her to do an interview with me. And I think not long after all the shit happened with her and Natalie, I don't think she's done an interview with really many people. I don't know if she has or not, but I need to try to get her back on again, and we'll find out. We can find out.
That's interesting.
That's very interesting because I do find Sarah's exit a little odd. I know she had issues with Natalie, but I don't know. She get aggressive dark girls, so they feed into the stereotypes.
Oh, that's true. If you think about, well, actually, Well, Kat wasn't aggressive from last season, and she was dark skinned.
I'm huge. This is my backup camera, you guys. I'm so sorry. Can y'all hear me? Can anybody hear me? I'm so like up close. I don't like that. I'm so sorry, guys. My main camera died, and I've like it totally gave me a warning earlier, and I disregarded it, and I kept running my mouth. Um, can y'all hear me? Somebody give me a thumbs up or something. Hold on. I need to plug in my other camera. Thank God for the backup camera. Oh yeah, you can hear me. Okay, nice. Let me see if this. I don't know if that's any better, but I'm real close. Oh, it came back on fast. Nice. Well, I was just having a good old time running my mouth. Thank you guys for letting me know that I'm still here. This is really close. My main camera died. It just like, and it gave me a warning like 10 minutes ago. It was like 10% battery, and I didn't have it plugged in because I was just too busy running my mouth with you. And yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, the camera died, but I got a backup camera. I have two cameras that run at one time. So I have the camera that I watch myself in, and then I have the camera down here with the comments. So when this camera up here died, I just turned this one down here on. Gotta always have a backup. Gotta always have a backup, right? Um, Now let me get back into my main camera so we can get back into things and wrap things up because I know it's got to be late where you guys are. It's gonna be 1 a.m. on the East Coast. It's midnight here. There we go. I'm gonna bring this one down. Ooh. Ah, awful. Got it. Bam, there we are. Back in business. You want to come back? Come on back. Do you have the link? Hold on, let me get you the link. There's the link. I posted it in the chat. Mystical, I don't know if you saw it, but you did so well on the live. I know you mentioned you were scared earlier. It was great, right? Wasn't it? I'm like, scared for what? You were scared for no reason at all because it went great, right? I thought that went amazing. Um, I have a great time talking to you guys. And if you ever want to come on stage and join me, just click the link that I put in the comments. It's a StreamYard link, and it will bring you backstage. And I can see on my dashboard here when someone pops up just now, like Mystical just popped up backstage, and I can bring her up when I decide to. And whenever you guys want to come on, just let me know. Don't be scared. Ain't nothing to be scared about. We friends over here. We family over here. Y'all like y'all ain't here every fucking week. Welcome back.
Hey again. I was so confused.
I was too at first because it just went black, and I'm like, what? What happened?
And then I was like the only one on here. I was like, I'm uncomfortable.
Let me see. Oh, so you dipped out quick. You
Mystical,
saw
I don't know if you saw it.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, it was like
Mystical.
I went away and then you were gone. I was like, what happened? Like that fucking
Mystical,
Brie, is she in here?
Mystical, I don't know if you saw it, but you did so well on the live. I know you mentioned you were scared earlier, but it was great. Oh my God, thank you. And I did see y'all's comments saying I did good. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I thought you did great as well. I was like, all that worrying for nothing.
I thought my voice would be annoying. So
No,
no,
it's
because like I thought my voice would be annoying. I don't like hearing my voice.
it's all good. Is there? I need you guys to let me know in the comments, those that are watching. Is there anything that we haven't talked about? Mystical, is there anything that I haven't talked about that y'all want to discuss? Because I know we are over 3 hours, and I've got other content to film. I've got to go to work tomorrow. I've got to, yeah, it's just life be life, and y'all know how it be. So I want to make sure we cover everything. You ain't tea, so it ain't annoying.
You ain't.
Talia
Oh
said
my
you ain't
God,
tea, Mister.
damn, that was shady.
The shade of it all, Talia. The shade of it all. I don't know if I don't want T to come back. She needs to stay where she's at.
Wherever she is, where is she?
I think she just needed a few days off. I think it was getting to her. I really do. I really feel like it was getting to her.
I don't even think what happened at the arcade was that serious. Unpopular opinion.
No, it really wasn't. It really wasn't that serious. If I was around somebody that was doing that, I probably just would ignore you. Like, okay, unless maybe you say, "Hey, what's wrong? You okay?" But if they don't give you much, then move the fuck on. I'm not concerned. But again, they need something to feed off of. They need drama. They got pressure to entertain and make a show, or what the fuck they paying them for. Am I wrong about that?
Who who do you think like who'd you like want to like see more of that left
From this season or past seasons?
this season?
Well, really, who's left? Stunna Girl left. Um, who am I missing? That's the only one I could. Oh, well, Vicky left. That's really the only two I can
I'm
think of.
sorry, Will Vicky makes me laugh.
Huh?
Will Vicky just makes me laugh. Like all the scenes with her, I cannot.
Dorothy says
Daya
random
left.
thoughts, but you and Mystical are good chatting together. It's super chill and I love it. Mystical, you should have been so shy. You've been great.
Oh,
You know
thank
what
you,
I was thinking?
Dorothy.
I was thinking it's fun having somebody up here to talk about it with. I need to have a co-host every week. Y'all need every week somebody needs to come up here, or Mystical, you can come up here each week with me if you want, and y'all can help me co-host it. I only miss Stunna Girl because the looks ate. She did
They
always
did
look
eat.
cute. Hmm.
I think I would like Stunner Girl if she didn't do the whole like dog in the cage thing. Wait, no, not
Yeah,
dog in the cage.
yeah, that never set well with me
Girl in the
either.
cage. Girl in the cage.
That never set well with me either. Like that's weird. Bye, Scotty. You want Scotty gone? Well, she's leaving. Don't you worry.
I don't think she's leaving for real. I think that was just kind of like an impulsive post because everybody was coming for her.
So you think she's gonna come back?
Yes. If Natalie's gonna be back, Scotty's gonna be back.
True. She's got to have her assistant. Sia. Sia left too. Yeah, you're right. So Stunner Girl, Sia, Whoa Vicky. If I had to choose one of those, I guess I'd choose Stunner Girl only because she was probably the most interesting one out of those three. I know she's not my favorite, but she's the only one that I could see that'd be worth bringing back. I mean, Sia brought nothing. Um,
Well,
Whoa Vicky,
I
like I
think
don't
like
even know.
oh Vicky was scared the whole fucking time. I felt so bad. Bless her heart.
Right, like why are you doing this show, girl? I don't like girls who cry bully
She
when they
flinched and dodged her way all through her episodes.
who Vicky.
Yeah. The thing with Saya, I feel like if they want to bring like a more like masculine woman, I feel like they could have brought some like more problematic, not problematic, but like you know,
Yeah, I know, like a bigger personality.
yeah.
Yeah, because Sia's got the personality of a straight male. Boring. I mean, like it's. I'm serious. Like it is what it is. Like who wants to watch? Who wants to sit around and hang around with a bunch of straight dudes all day? And that's what Sia gives. Like, what's up, bro? Like, and that's it. I need some sass. I need some spice.
I wanted
I don't miss tea any more than I miss
I wanted
Stunner.
her to
Oh,
like I wanted her to like cause drama with the girls, like have like like have like a storyline, like the girls are fighting over her or something. I was expecting that, but I didn't get that.
she looks like a different person with that blonde wig that she wears.
Stunner?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking about T. You're talking about Stunner Girl.
I was talking about Saya.
Um, T's busting Lemmy down allegedly. Y'all just giving T or giving Lemmy all the bodies, aren't you? Oh, I mean, shit. Listen, I wouldn't be shocked. I'm not saying I believe it, but it wouldn't shock me if it was true either. I mean, we talking about powerful men with lots of money and pretty ass girls all around them. This is what the majority of them do. No matter what industry, music, movies, TV shows, black, white, big, small, you got some money and make you feel like big man, make you feel like Big Papa, make you feel like you can just walk around and tell any girl bend over, and then she feel like pressure to do it because she want to be on this show or she want to make some money or she want to make the boss happy or whatever the fucking case may be.
It's definitely
So
because of his money, because Lemmy is not attractive in any way, shape, or form.
I think so. I think he's cute.
I know you think so.
But see, maybe some of these other girls do. Maybe they want to bust it down for Lemuel. I think that's how you say it, Lemuel.
Lemuel.
Lemuel. But see, I like a skinny man. Not everybody likes skinny men.
He kind of reminds me of Notorious B.I.G., like the real Biggie Smalls, not Biggie, like the real
Why you say
Biggie Smalls. What'd you say?
Why you say that?
Because like I feel like besides like their money, they probably wouldn't have had like a lot of attention from girls.
I could see why you think that though, because he does give like nerdy vibes, like he was like a little bookworm in school or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think that's why I think he's cute too, like the nerdy side of him. Did y'all think T was wrong for yelling at Scotty that one episode?
I have a lot to say about that actually.
Okay, well, go ahead.
I like T wouldn't have done that to anybody else besides Scotland. Like if that was like Tommy or Taziki or John or even Rollie, even Natalie, she wouldn't have done that. And I feel like T didn't like Scotty from the beginning. Like if you watch closely, even like after like her and Anna fought, like T was like, "Oh, you didn't hit me, Scotty, hit me," and like she was like very like hostile with it. So she hasn't been liking Scotty ever since like the first episode. She just want like a reason to go off on her because it wasn't even that serious. Like, why are you so mad about something that didn't even happen to you? Like, it wasn't even like that big of a deal. And I
You're
get
right.
why T was so like mad about that situation.
She
She was
she
like, "I'm
wouldn't
in a
have done it
cult."
to
I
anybody
like
else.
what? I was so confused.
Well,
Just imagine if
like
like that was like Stunner Girl or Taziki.
she she would have got her head knocked off her shoulders, and just like you said.
Yeah, like I feel like with situation when those types of things happen, people know who to do that to and who not to do that to. And I feel like T knew not to do that to like anybody else.
But Scott,
Also, people calling Scotty scary
and that's why I'm
for
so
not like going
disappointed
and
in
like fighting T on the
her.
bus.
She's she's got to
Why are you
stand up for
disappointed?
herself. She's got
Would you
to.
fight on the bus if your hair was done, makeup, and like you had like a dress on?
At that moment, I think all bets were off. Yeah, I don't care how done up I was, even
You
as a
would fight in a
male. Like,
tiny ass space.
well, I mean, to me, it would have been a trigger because the way T was doing, like, she just out of nowhere starts screaming at her, and it's like, to me, it would have been a trigger. Like, oh, you're trying to embarrass me on TV and trying to punk me because you think everybody talks down to me, so you can too. Let me show you. Let me prove everybody wrong, and let me shut this bitch up. And now, because if she would have just decked the fuck out of her, nobody would fuck with Scotty no more. But that's why they do it.
Oh my god, that would
That's
have
why
been amazing. She like decked her in the mouth. That would have been amazing.
I would have been great. I would have, because I gave Scotty so much hell over the years because everybody does it. Natalie's done it. You know, all these girls do it, and she lets them do it. And I'm like, give her chance after. I'm like, Scotty, I'm gonna give you another chance to redeem yourself, and she never does. She lets these girls walk all over her. Scotty girl would have popped T while T was
She should
sitting.
have.
That lazy eye would have been popped into place. Ooh,
And then big ass blubber balloon looking lips she has. She has too much lip fillers on her lips. But what Scotty should have done was like, what, what Scotty should have done was like pop T mouth. You know how like your mom used to like pop you when you were young.
just a
You know what I mean?
little love tap. Like, sit your ass down.
Mm-hmm. And then
Yeah,
she
Sin
didn't
was
even
there for the
defend her
pussy. I
friend
agree.
Scotty.
Huh? What'd you say?
Natalie didn't even defend her best friend Scotty
No, Natalie ain't gonna defend nobody but
from T.
Natalie. She's loyal to nobody but Natalie.
Do you think? Do you think Scotty should have fought T when they died?
Do I think she should have fought her where?
Outside
Yep.
arguing and T was calling Scotty a strawberry.
Yes, that was her. That was the moment. She could have redeemed herself in that moment. Okay. Okay, Scotty, you didn't jump on her in the bus. All right, I get it. You was in your dress, you was getting cute, whatever the case may be. She can have all the excuses. But that second time, you should have really laid into her.
It's not an
Because,
excuse though.
huh? What's her excuse?
It's not an excuse though. You don't want to fight when like you're all dressed up.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so if let's say that was her excuse, now that you outside the bus, I don't know if she was dressed up then or not. Regardless of how I looked, you keep pressing me. You keep trying to get a moment on these cameras, you keep picking with me, picking, fucking picking, because she's the weakest link. Like, you should have just laid her out right there and showed everybody what she was about. Think about if they do Baddies next season and Scotty comes back. All the new girls gonna try her for their moment. She's a easy, you
Exactly.
know.
Scotland. Also, Scotland lost to Anna Mac, who is itty bitty. She's short, she's skinny, and Scotty lost to her. I feel like that's also why people don't respect her.
hmm I kind of agree with Devin here
Because you're super
to
tall and can't fight.
um to an extent. Devin said Sia was boring, and I think she actually left because she knew it was her time to fight. Every cast member has to fight, and I agree with that to an extent. I think that, like, they're gonna make you work for your money, and they're gonna make everybody fight. Now, not always, because think about it. Kat last year, I don't think she fought. Um, I think some
All she
people
did was
get
follow
away.
around Stunna Girl.
Sonic Girl didn't fight.
No, I said Cat just followed Stunna Girl around.
Oh yeah. Kat pretended to be Stunner Girl's like little bodyguard, be loyal to her. But I can see that, Devin. Like, I could see Sia probably having pressure to fight, or having producers in her ear wanting her to shake something up and not wanting
But
to.
like, who would she fight?
She didn't fight nobody.
But like, who would she fight? Like, cause Devin
Oh,
said she knew it was her time to fight.
I don't know.
She
Maybe
should have
they
fought Krishan for calling her DYKE.
right. I don't think she knew that though, did she? But they could have had somebody carry that bone back.
Yeah,
Like,
but if I was Sia, I would definitely have fought Krishan for that. I know
that
Krishan's Krishan, but still.
would have been a hell of a voice. That would have been a hell of a, not a voice, a hell of a fight. What am I
I,
thinking?
I was so confused. I was like, what
I've
the
been
hell?
up to, like, I was reading a comment as I said that, and it had voice in there. This one right here, I have an old lady country voice or something like that, and that's why I said that. Man, I can't co-host shit. LOL. I don't know if my rhetoric can manage on a live. Too shy. No, Dorothy, you can do it. If you can have a conversation with a friend about a show, you can do this. That's all we doing is talking shit. It ain't like we on the set of ABC News or anything. You know what I'm
Yeah, exactly.
saying? You ain't gotta worry about it. You'll be all right. There was a scene of Stunna climbing into the bed to talk to the girls when she looked real stank.
What was that?
I think I know what she's talking about. It was earlier on in the season. I remember seeing her sitting on the bed with two or three girls. Her,
Oh, with Krishan and Tasiki.
I think so. Yeah, her T's a 304 and a escort, so that wouldn't be surprising. That's another example of an escort putting another woman down who don't have it financially. What's a 304?
Oh,
A what?
oh.
Oh, really? Why have I
Yeah,
never
it
heard
comes
of
from
that?
like, you know how like on a calculator, if you put 304, if you turn it upside down, it spells hoe.
Oh, I feel stupid now. Okay, I got you. Oh, okay. So T's out here throwing pussy in the air.
Yeah, she got OnlyFans and stuff.
Okay, T. Let's
And that's
see.
why I didn't believe her when she was like, "Oh, like I'm super Christian." I'm like, "Girl, you ain't that Christian if you got OnlyFans."
The scene was last season. She had on red. Oh, my bad. I thought you meant this
Wait,
season.
so what?
Sia might not fight like a man, though. She is still a girl after all. True. They would have found a way to stir up drama for Sia, maybe even Taseki, since she fights like a man. Well, I mean, if I was a producer on that show, I would just have whoever Krishan said that Sia was a dyke to, I would have one of those girls go run that back to Sia, and then there you go. You got it, and then Sia, we need you to approach it. We need you to go confront it. Um, but then again, who am I?
So you could be messy, but like in a good way.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was saying, like, if I was a producer on that show, that's what I would do. If they wanted to have Sia work for her money and get in there and get her hands dirty, that would be a way to get her involved in some shit. Like, look, this girl's going back calling you a dyke. We want you to address it. But I could see Krishan being like, "Well, I didn't mean it that way," and Sia being like, "Oh, okay, it's no big deal." Like a straight dude would do.
Yeah,
Oh, no
exactly.
problem, bro. It's all good. No, we need you to bring out the baddie in you. Maybe even Taseki since she fights like a man.
Like she would have to like be a dyke for real.
To be honest, I don't get the fighting like a man thing. That's just
In my honest opinion, because if you're trained right, it is what it is. Yeah. I
thank
feel
you.
like
I was trying to figure out the IMHO, but thank you.
it's like a stereotype. Like when you like people don't like expect girls to like fight.
Hmm.
So I feel that's where like fighting like a man comes from. Like you like use your hands and shit. Like you get like you really get down and stuff. That's what
Yeah.
like fighting like a man means. But then it's like what Dorothy said, like if you're trained right, you're just trained right. So
Yeah, that's like with that South Central Baddies show. I kind of had to check myself because after I rewatched the video that I posted, I felt bad because I was going in on one of these girls named China because she was just like storming through the house, beating everybody's ass with this sports bra on, and like it just looked very masculine and manly. And I was like, I was mocking her, and I'm like, you just look so manly and masculine. And then I had to think about it. I'm like, well, why? Is that a bad thing? No, it's not a bad thing. Like she just hard and can whoop ass. It just is what it is.
mm-hmm.
I think, like you said, like we can sometimes think just because it's a woman, she can't fight like a man, so to speak. I'm back. I changed my profile picture. Well, welcome back. What's the link to come up on stage? It's in the let me post it again. It's in the comments. I just posted it. Um, she's a zaddy, not a baddie. Remember. I agree with that. I just say like a man because compared to the rest of the girls, she leaves damage. Yeah, and I know what you're saying because listen, I've like I just said, I've had those thoughts before too when I watch, and I can see when I've seen a woman who can like really beat some ass, be like, oh, well, she fights like a man. Um, but I think that's just something.
It's just like a figure of speech, really.
Yeah, yeah. Hmm. I was just thinking about.
Like
Um,
if you're small, people say like, "Oh, you fight like you're big." Basically, it's kind of like the
yeah,
same thing.
right. Yeah. So is Taseki a trained boxer? She better be careful of fighting on this show if she has registered hands. I don't know about all that. She might. Yeah, I've heard the fight like a man thing once from a man, and that was the last time he said it. Oh, let me add you on up. Sorry,
Hey
love.
y'all.
I had you sent
Hey,
me a page. What's going on, boo?
Okay, so I was on here earlier and I was in the comments arguing with somebody. I'm not gonna bring it up though. But
Yeah,
you're
we'll
arguing
leave it
with a
to
lot of
pass.
people. You're arguing with
yeah.
mad people.
So what's your opinion on next week's episode with Biggie and ET?
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that because they do get in each other's face, right?
Yeah.
Et
I
gets in her face.
I don't know the context of it though. I gotta see more to really to give a judgment on it because I don't really know what's going on.
I
I
don't
feel
know, but
like
Biggie was talking a lot on her little podcast thing about ET, so I feel like it's gonna be something serious.
It's her YouTube, right? I need to go watch her YouTube. We need to see what Biggie's been saying. Maybe I can pull it up. I'm gonna share the screen and pull it. No, I'll do
She has
that.
like 3 episodes out.
So she's posted about 3 episodes.
I think so. I think it's 3.
Okay. Taseki is a boxer. Oh, I didn't know that.
you know what I've noticed.
But
None of Krishan's friends can fight.
Well, I love how they're
DJ Sky
gone.
can't fight. That roach looking girl can't fight. Janet can't fight. Like
They all got their 15 minutes, and they gone now.
I'm surprised. What's her name? Anna broke her finger on DJ Sky. Cause what?
I don't think nobody likes Anna Mac, do they?
I don't know. I have
I
mixed
kind of mixed
emotions about
feelings
her.
about her.
Both
Yeah,
y'all
like
do.
she, like I don't know.
Sky was arguing with Biggie, and then ET got in Biggie's face. So Sky's getting in the mix. What? You mean to tell me Sky's getting her hands dirty? Sky was arguing with Biggie, and then ET got in Biggie's face.
So
I was,
she inserted herself basically.
I was thinking she purposely makes friends with girls who can't fight, so they will never try her. She she probably keeps friends around her. Look, Dorothy and Devin literally said the same thing. Do y'all agree with that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, like Jayla could fight, and her and
Yeah,
Krishan were friends.
Jayla.
Yeah.
Jayla can't fight.
I mean,
From
she
what
fought
I've seen,
Rollie.
I don't know. Maybe you've seen her do something else, but I feel like she did. She fight on Baddies South.
Yeah, she fought Rollie.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah, yeah. Yo, that was cheering Rollie on. I remember it. I remember it. What are we? Are we missing anything, y'all? Because I'm gonna wrap this up soon, but I think we've covered it all, right? Have we covered it all?
Mm-hmm.
Let me look. Let me check my
I was
notes.
just watching a live with it was on YouTube. It was Smiley, Suki, Sapphire, and Natalie all in one live, and it was what's her name? Smiley was saying she's gonna actually beat Mariah's ass, like it's on site, and she said she put it on her son too.
At the reunion.
No. She meant like before the reunion if he sees her too.
Oh, now see, she was doing this too before the season started.
That's what I'm saying.
And now she put it on her son, so like it's gonna be a mess.
And didn't she put something on her son in the house too and lied about it?
I, I think it was her miscarriage or something like that.
No, but I think it might have been a miscarriage. It was something she put because when we caught her in a couple of lies, like oh she didn't text Suki's phone, that was red, but then you came back and you admitted it and you apologized for
Wait,
it.
who is Roll? Like who's Red Roll? Like whatever. Who is
I
that?
don't know, but apparently Talia said in the comments earlier that apparently Suki was on live with this person named Red, and they do know each other. Because you remember in the episode, Suki was like, "Who is Red? I don't know who that is. Who is Red?" Apparently, they do know one another, and they were on live together tonight. So I don't know.
I don't really like Sapphire. She
Yeah,
like she's a mess. She just wants to get her put in and get her money for no like she fights for no reason.
yeah, it was all for a moment.
Wait, I have a question for you, Love Kane. Do you think
Yeah.
Smiley's actually in the black market, or do you think that was just like something
Oh
cute
yeah,
to
I was
say?
talking about that earlier when I was talking about the BM. You thought I was talking about baby mamas. No. She had like she stated on one of her lives, she was like she owns a couple things in the black market or something like that. And she has people make what was it, passports and stuff for her. And I
Mm,
was like, that's when I was like really convinced.
okay, because I was wondering like what even the black market was, but that's what it. So you can get like fake passports, IDs,
You get a lot of stuff up in there.
things like that. Okay, okay. I mean, I could see her being
Why
in
is she
something like
saying that on
that.
TV though? Why is she saying that like on
She was saying
TV?
on her
That's just.
live, but
But she did
But she
say it on
said
the
it.
show.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
and
that
like
how she got Natalie's signature.
Yeah, and she said, but she said something about being in the black market on the show too. But like you said, I don't know why you would say that on the show if you're really involved in that kind of shit, because you asking for a case to be opened up with on you.
Yeah.
yeah, and
I
it's
would
just
just be
like if you're
afraid.
saying that to be cute or like to be
Right.
like, yeah, like that's.
What do you gain from that? You're you're cute. You're in the black market, okay? Jayla fight like a deer. I won't be able to unsee that one. Biggie
I
messed
like
with.
Suki though. I don't like Sapphire though.
I like Suki.
Yeah, I don't feel like Suki is getting much of the heat as Sapphire was.
They're
Sapphire
saying
fight was pretty
they're
much
saying Suki's gonna fight her.
Sapphire.
Fight
Why do
Mariah.
friends always
No,
end up
Oh,
Suki's
fighting on
gonna
this
fight
damn show?
Mariah.
Oh,
This Jamaica trip's gonna be very interesting.
Oh
oh,
yeah, that's right. Mariah was calling her Smiley son ugly and saying she
Mhm.
wished he died and stuff.
oh my God.
Yeah, we covered all the big points, I think, and good point. But when I mean know how to fight, I mean jab, cross, elbow, combo type fight. Let's see, I don't know nothing about that.
Do y'all think Anna Mac can fight, or do you think she just fights people who can't fight?
Yeah, that she's all
Did she
bark.
lose to Smiley? I forgot. Or did she win? I think
I,
it was like a tie.
I remember her fighting Scotty, and yeah, didn't her and Scotty go at it for like a full episode?
Oh, that was her and
Yeah.
Scotty. I thought it was her and Smiley.
No, I think it's because Smiley and Mariah fought around that same time. So,
Yeah.
um,
And then
Mariah
Smiley
never
entered with
spoke
like
on.
this hoodie.
Huh? Mariah never
It was
spoke
just
on
funny how
Smiley.
Smiley like came into the.
She's says my Nat should have put Strawberry on the show. Yeah, they should have put Mariah's sister on the show too if she's this involved.
I feel
Strawberry
like Strawberry's more involved than Mariah.
seems like
Cause
it.
what?
We're gonna see her next week, and um, Mariah never spoke on Smiley's son. Apparently, the sister did. That's what Devin was saying. Smiley said they
Oh.
both did. She got the screenshots, so they both talking about each other's kids. I gotta see it. I know the one she posted a few weeks ago was a Strawberry calling her son dumb and ugly. Hey
Strawberry
Kylie.
also said that she wishes Smiley's son died or something like that.
Oh my God. What's wrong with folks?
Wait, who died?
No, Strawberry was saying she wished she wished Smiley's son died.
Suki better beat
Oh
up
my
Mariah
God. What the
ever again.
fuck?
Why you want Suki to beat up Mariah?
I feel like she should just let Smiley and Mariah go at it, not Suki. Suki should just stay back.
I don't think Rollie is a good fighter. I feel like she's just fat. I mean, big.
But that leg kick was really something.
Suki and Sapphire get into an argument after, from what it looks like based on the trailer, Rollie beat up Suki.
What? Suki and Sapphire got into an argument?
Apparently, from what it looks like in the trailer. It probably happens in Jamaica.
You said Anna gets lucky. Recessionista.
Mm-hmm. Anna gets lucky. Oh, you mean with her fights? She just gets lucky. No, she
But
just
she's a
fights
good fighter.
girls who
She's a
can't fight. Hey, wise one, thank you for joining. You made it last minute, but you can go back and watch the replay. Damn.
You know how I said Smiley just said what she said about the black market, like to seem cool or whatever. If she was running the black market, she wouldn't have said it. Just like how Stun is involved, what she's involved in, but she doesn't say it on camera. She's not like, oh,
I put bitches in
on
dog
camera.
cages.
Didn't Stunna post a video of her as the girl in the cage?
Did she? I don't know.
Stun scares me.
They should have put her in there. Like, I mean, I don't know why she left. She should have just stayed in there. She would have been on shit.
I see. She's one of them gutter butts. We'll go in the gutter and say whatever. We've seen Mariah on TV multiple times. Anna cannot fight. Y'all put her up against some of those other girls. It would be a dog walking.
Natalie, Rollie, and Scotty need to go. They shouldn't be on there no more. They're way too old.
And we've
Well,
seen
Scotland's only like 20 something. She ain't that old.
Well, I mean, like when I say way too old, I mean like they've been on her way too much.
right. We've she's not going to do anything different than they haven't done already.
Right.
I
And it's
feel
the same
like
thing every episode.
I feel like Mariah befriended Tasiki because she didn't want any smoke with Tasiki. Just like how Jayla befriended Rock because she didn't want to get beat up by Rock. That's why I feel like they always befriend the girls that can fight. because you don't want any smoke with him. That's what I feel like it happened with Mariah. Because she didn't befriend Anna or Scotland, and they got into fights.
Meg Thee Stallion is not hosting the reunion.
I
I
wish
know.
I wish Nikki did it.
I don't think any of them would stoop that low. I don't think they would. Any of them. I like if any of them have a smart manager, he would tell them this is not a good look. Gutter snipe for real. Strawberry makes an appearance next episode though. Yeah, we see her go in on Smiley at the club. At least Smiley's
Oh
defending herself.
yeah, that's right.
At least she's defending herself this time because I don't know how much more I can watch of Smiley just sitting there as people use her as a pinata.
I think she got bullied enough to the point where she's like, she's on it now.
But that's what I don't get though. You talk all this street shit like this from what they saying. You this thug on the streets in Miami, but you let these girls. I don't.
Right, I understand what you're saying. Like she's like talks so much. She's talking about she'll get people to like beat other people up and stuff. She's talking about she could beat anybody's ass. But then when it comes to the point,
Yeah. It just doesn't. It's not adding
Like
up.
what it comes down to it, like she has a different energy.
I remember the video too of her recording the girl in the cage. I find it funny because both are gang members. I don't have sympathy for gang members that would do the same to one another. Oh shit! So Smiley's in a gang.
huh?
Wait, hold on.
Smiley's in the
game.
game.
Well, I know Devin's referring to Stunner Girl as one, but she said I find it funny because both are gang members.
Oh, she probably meant the girl in the cage and her.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I remember the video too of her recording the girl in the cage. Okay, yeah. I think if we were talking about Smiley, I assumed Smiley. Sorry, Devin. Mariah is
I was so
33.
confused.
Wait a
Mariah
minute.
like 20.
Smiley's only like 26, 27?
Smiley look older than Mariah, so
Yeah, I could have sworn Smiley would at least be in her 30s.
I feel like it's because she didn't have an issue with Sapphire. That's why she didn't want to fight her. I don't think she
Sapphire's
was
kind of
scared.
scary too. So
Wait, what'd you say?
Sapphire's kind of scary. She's tall as fuck, and she looks like she can fight too. So I mean,
Yeah, she very in your face. Krishan only punches with one hand and is fast if you watch her and strikes hard. Do y'all miss Krishan?
Yeah.
I miss some.
Y'all do?
I would miss her more if she didn't do that stupid shit that she did with her twin nails.
Got someone your own size, Smiley. No, Stunner and the girl she put in the cage like I saw. Sorry. Okay, you guys, I am about to get off here. I can't believe we've been on here for almost 4 fucking hours. Like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? It's been real. Does anybody got anything else that they want to say? Recessionista said she doesn't miss Brock. Any last words?
I'm coming up next week. This was fun.
Yeah, we have to do it more like this. This is fun having somebody to talk to.
Do you have like a schedule of like what days you do?
Well,
Like,
the Baddies East After Show is the only one I do live. The Baddies East one. So that's Sunday nights at 10, 9 Central. So 10 on the East Coast, 9 Central time.
okay.
But the rest of them I just kind of film pre-recorded. So yeah, just Sunday nights at 10 o'clock,
All
9
right.
o'clock, wherever you are. I prefer Krishan over
Oh,
Mm,
that's a very
Interesting.
unpopular opinion.
yeah.
Nope, nothing else. This has been great. Okay, then. All right. For all my people watching live or watching the replay, or if you're watching live and you have not subscribed yet, please make sure you hit the subscribe button right below this video. Also, so important, if you would click the thumbs up button, that helps me get in the algorithm so more people like yourself can find me and we can keep this party rolling each and every week and, get bigger as we go. Join the conversation and leave me your thoughts and opinions in the comment section on what you thought about this episode. Whose side are you on? Team Smiley or the rest of the house? And do you guys think that Smiley was jumped? Let me know that in the comments. I would love to hear your opinions on that. If you want to donate, in the description will be ways that you can donate using PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, and Zelle. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I love each and every one of you for hopping on here. Mystical and I'm sorry, love. What should I
It's
call you,
Kane.
love? Kane?
Yeah.
Okay. Mystical and Kane, thank y'all for coming up here and co-hosting it with me. I hope y'all will come back next week and we'll do this the same way. And
All right.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Bye, Dorothy. Good night. Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
y'all.
Y'all so much.
Bye. Good
See you
night.
next time.